boy. Boy, boy, boy. This should be fun. Yo, what's happening? What's happening? What is happening, everybody? Um, Let me send this out. Well, I think I already did send it out, actually. Um, a good chapter of One Piece. Yes, indeed. A little controversial. Yes, indeed. But before we get into that, how's everybody doing? Just checking in with the chat, checking in with everybody that's here. Um, how y'all doing, man? How y'all living? Hey, I love you too, bro. That's my brother in the chat. Love you too, fam. Um, I can give him a mod real quick. Hey man, don't y'all start this, bro. Tay Iverson, don't you start this, bro. The stream just started. Don't you start. Don't you start this, man. Tay Iverson, my guy. Stay making my day at work. I love it here. Hey man, I love it here. I appreciate the donation, bro. I appreciate every 31 of y'all that is in here. After y'all have already heard niggas talk about the chat or talk about the chapter and shit. But nonetheless, I appreciate y'all niggas, man. Let me pull up the chapter real quick. And get this thing going. I've read the chapter like last night when it came out. And I didn't want to go without streaming. I didn't go without putting out something. I'm not feeling the best right now, to be honest, but we making it. You know, we don't let our chin touch our chest. I probably have let my chin touch my chest a little bit though, but you know, it's all good. We move. Let me get these spoilers out. There it go, right there. Let me make sure y'all can't see this on my screen. Okay. Yo, Carter. Come on, bruh. We not even 5 minutes into the stream yet. Y'all can't be starting it out like this. Carter-san, appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you as well. He said since we throwing the lobs and then did a little shrug. Fuck it. I appreciate y'all niggas, man. Let me go ahead and get some likes on the stream. Hey Daniel Downer, I'm here to do this, bro. I'm here to talk about some One Piece, man. I'm glad that we can all come here and do that. So first off, the color spread, that shit's beautiful. I like how King is right there in the middle. Just front and center, bro. And like his sword, that sword look kind of clean. It's gold. It got a gold hilt. That thing looking nice. King is the one that caught my eye. Pause. And all of this. And most definitely Who's Who. Who's Who looks like a boss up there in the top left corner. Dude is looking nasty up there. Okay. But anyhow, let's get right into this. So I'm just gonna go over this like briefly. Just the shit with Momonosuke was hilarious. I would have rather him been like in her shirt, but I understand for aesthetic purposes why he is where he's at. But that shit's funny. Like, dog, this nigga got the straight perv face and is enjoying every set. Yo, if I Love It Here was if there was a visual representation of I Love It Here in manga, That's that right there. That Momonosuke pervy face, that is it. And I'll throw this out there too. I don't know if it's because it's the freshest gag. But out of all like the Straw Hats and their allies, Momonosuke definitely has the funniest gag. Definitely. Okay. But anyhow, uh, Sanji is trying to decide where he wants to go. It's like Sanji's channeling his. Well, he's not lost. He's just trying to decide where he wants to go. Um. Okay, now as far as Sanji, right? I think that Yamato and Sanji will both head um will both head towards the scabbards. Okay? I think that that's where both of them are heading right now. And I I think that Sanji has to have an encounter with Yamato just because it is going to be funny. And you know, who doesn't love a chance at a Sanji gag? So, you know, um let's see here. Damn. Island Brasi. Thank you, bro. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what are y'all doing, man? I just happened to look at the chat real quick. What's up, Benny? You having a discussion today or not? Yeah, bro. I'm gonna have a discussion. I'm gonna send the links out to everybody. I'll do a little midday discussion. Give the people what they want. Give the people some content. I'll do that. Okay, so about this about Onigashima, I like the fact that you know, I like that Oda is using the scenery to kind of tell us where the island is at. So we see that big mountain, Mount Fuji, I think that it is, that it's referred to. We see that and the background, and it's a pretty nice shot. I can't wait to see like the anime do the floating island, floating Onigashima. I can't wait to see that depicted in the anime. But anyhow, let's go on to the meat of the chapter, which is obviously the funniest part of the chapter right here. Pero Sparrow talking shit to Carrot, and like he's just a savage. He's just a savage, bro. He's in your face, like when he told them like, yo, y'all want revenge on me? That nigga blew himself up. What you mad at me for? Cause your boy over here, cause this guy blew himself up. You mad at me? Alright, that's cool. And then he just, you know, he handles work. Carrot and Wanda got messed up. I think we were talking about this yesterday in Jay's stream on Twitch, and the Henny Cool brothers. The fact that this fight was gonna be skipped over. I don't know how much of it we're gonna see in the anime. I don't even know if we really need to. The minks are whatever to me. Aside from the Dukes, the minks are just blah. Unless Beppo has like a Sulon form, I'm not really interested. I like Beppo. I like Beppo a lot. I just gotta read this, bro. I gotta read this. You talk about avenging Pedro, but did you really expect to get a free pass after trespassing in our territory? If you don't want to mourn any more of your friends, hop back to the woods and chew on some grass. Dog, you're more suited to something like that. Like, bro. Now then, I'm still against allying with the Beast Pirates, but we must teach these upstarts what it means to be an emperor. Okay, talk that talk then. Talk that talk, Pero Sparrow. Um, the stuff with Hyogoro, I liked it. I like his moments of recollection. Um, and then it's just like, okay, now this is where I just gotta be like, what is really going on? What is really what's really real, right? Yo, if Hyogoro is nasty like this, why didn't my nigga fight? Was he scared of Kaido? Did he think Odin wouldn't like what's like I don't understand what's going on. Jamaican Don Dada and everybody that has asked me, the next chapter of Anchor should be out March 9th. If anything changes, I will let you know. But March 9th is the next chapter of Anchor as of today. Okay. So, yeah, like I'm a little confused by that, right? And I guess it makes sense. You know, it kind of makes sense for Odin or for Hyogoro to handle these dudes the way that he is. Considering like, you know, I guess Hyogoro, like, he was under what's your boy Odin, and Odin obviously brawn, just a specimen, just a nasty specimen of a man, okay. And then you have Orochi, who's like a goofball, who we just whatever, like Orochi is Orochi at this point, right? And then so I mean I guess it makes sense that his underlings aren't that strong, or like not as good as we would hope them to be. That's Hyogoro the flower. Why is Wano's legendary Yakuza boss suddenly here? He's too strong. We can't get anywhere near the Tanuki. So I mean, you know, I guess it's bad to compare the Yakuza underworld bosses to like Orochi's people, because I don't like, are they Yakuza bosses? Um, thanks, Mingo. Like, bro, Hote got destroyed. Never in a million years would I have said that anybody had this on record, that Hyogoro would have been the one to just like fuck up Hote. Like, I'm not saying that people was like Hote is just amazing, like he's just gonna be this nigga that got it all, but I damn sure didn't think he was gonna be like that, and he could still get up, but I don't know. This is looking pretty damn bad. This nigga Hyogoro just he just walked through these niggas, dog. And I like the fact that he said that he's found himself an interesting disciple or protege, whatever Steven decides to change that to. And I know Steven's gonna butcher the Peril Sparrow comments. I know he's gonna butcher that. Now, okay, this Marco shit. Not to say that I am like just, oh my goodness, shocked, like that this was something just out of the ordinary, like that this wasn't a possibility. I think somebody put a clip up of Fiji, right? And Fiji was telling everybody in the stream, okay, and you know, this is where we just really gotta like we really got to have a discussion about this, and I think a video is definitely warranted on this subject. Now, as far as as far as Marco's portrayal, or let's just talk about what happened here, okay? Let's talk about what happened here, and then all of that extra stuff, we'll get into that, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to talk about Marco and blah, blase, 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 blah, okay? So, Marco was handling two commanders. He is handling two commanders right now, and I don't know if we have ever seen someone do this that is not on admiral level. But that's the thing. I've always said that Marco is admiral level, but he cannot defeat an admiral. Okay? And I know people have a very, very hard time deciphering what that means, right? I know people have a very hard time. Just because you say that someone is on someone's level does not mean does not automatically mean that they are equal, or that the former can beat the latter in a fight. Okay? What I will say is that I do not think that Marco would be less than high diffed by an admiral or a Yonko. And so that to me puts Marco on their level. Now, and like, bro, this is fucking nuts. I feel like I say this every time that we get a new chapter. I cannot wait to see this shit animated. From a certain point, I cannot wait to see this animated. I need to see this animated. I need to see this animated like yesterday. And I just read this shit. Okay, so Queen shooting laser beams, and like Marco's attack to Queen. Okay, now this is the way that I decipher it. Marco's flames are not used to burn per se, right? Like, they're not hot. What I will say that this is Marco flying extremely fast into Queen, and that impact hurting Queen. I don't know if it's shockwaves, but I don't see why Marco would not be able to channel Rio or Ornament Hockey through an attack like this. Like, that's literally his body going into Queen. Queen is spitting up blood. That hurt bastard. What was that? Some sort of shockwave. And oh god, this gets me thinking, yo, if these beast pirates don't know what Rio is, or don't have the concept of that because of what, like, his word choice, what was that? Some sort of shockwave. And I think that may have been like, maybe with the Rio like going through from Marco to Queen, that's why he thinks that is, or that's why he described it as a shockwave. Oh, brother. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some more people in here to talk about that. If you want the samurai, you'll have to kill me first. Now, I want to point out that Marco is not completely unscathed in all of this. So he is taking some damage. He looks a little beat up. Pero Sparrow mentions the fact that Marco looks beat up as well. Okay, so don't just take this chapter, right, and just say, oh, Marco is low diffing these niggas. He is fucking these niggas up. No, he's clearly beaten up and battered a little bit. So he's suffering, he's suffering something. And to the people that have always said, yo, well, Marco can heal. What is, I hear this all the time. What is such and such doing to Marco, right? So obviously, you can damage Marco. Marco can be hurt. I think that the way to counteract Marco's fruit is to damage him more than he can heal himself. Okay? So I would say that he's actively healing right now, or I would say that he's healing. But if you keep like if he keeps sustaining the same injury over and over and over again, or if he keeps healing, I think that the healing decreases over time. Maybe with a certain level of fatigue, whatever you say. So that's how I would factor in the limit to Marco's devil fruit, if there is one. But there clearly is. It seems to be one. So Queen shoots the laser beam out. King slices Marco's wing / arm. And Marco has long range abilities confirmed with this chapter. This is just, this knee. Oh my goodness. That is nasty. He literally does the knee to King, and then, bro, it's like a split second. Bro, I know in the anime, this is gonna be like, bro, this is gonna be the closest thing to Kizaru. This is gonna be the closest fucking thing to Kizaru that we got until Sanji, get on his shit, get on his stuff. Till we see Sanji like really put that raid suit to use with Skywalk and Diablo Jambo and all of that shit. This is gonna be like some Kizaru shit. Like what Kizaru was doing to Hawkins and Apu. Like when that nigga did the beam and then he kicked the Apu down and then immediately was right in front of Drake in that pose to do that kick. Oh shit. This is like that. This is like that. This is nasty. This is disgusting, okay? Like, and I'm talking specifically this sequence right here. When he throws when he throws King, he uses that long range attack towards King. King hits that roof. Marco, bro, that's a blitz. Look at the shockwaves behind. Oh my goodness. Oh. Then the knee to the claw, to the Phoenix claw. Oh goodness. Marco. Why? See, Oda, I just wish Marco, now I guess you could say the difficulty in opponents like admirals and, all of that. Bro, listen to me, Oda. As much as you like to sacrifice these vice admirals and like, bro, you could have had my Marco rocking the shit like this. Oh, goodness. This is nasty. Like, look at that pose. Like, my nigga, bro, that's like that's a Kizaru pose right there. That nigga, bro, I can see it. He gonna be standing on one of the legs and then he gonna turn, he gonna rotate his hips, and then he gonna put that foot down. Oh, this is nasty. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, okay? If I'm being honest, Marco is probably my favorite design in the series. That white beard tattoo, like, I'm gonna be real. Sometimes I look at the white beard tattoo on Marco and on Ace, and I'm like, bruh, I should have put it on my chest or my back. Cause nigga, that shit is cold. Oh, I just love the lore with the Whitebeard pirates. Like, I like that. Like, obviously that's not the first time that we seen Brandon and shit with like on a pirate crew. But like, dog, just, oh man, I fuck with this nigga Marco. Now, anyways, the end of the chapter, you had the little moment with Chopper, and then Perospero pops up. So it looks like Perospero is gonna interject, and before it looks like Marco is gonna go down for the count. Like Marco might be down and out, he might look down or whatever. But somebody is gonna come save that boy. Somebody is coming to save Hyogoro first and foremost. And it may very well be Sanji. And then Sanji is going to work king or queen or Perospero. Bro, the legs is for everybody. Bro, more people donated. Y'all niggas got to stop, bro. Let me look at this. Jamaican Don Dada, I appreciate you, bro. He said, honestly, I didn't expect to get a chapter focusing on Hio and Marco, but it was really good. Appreciate you, bro, and everything you do. Anchor hype. Hey, man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate everybody that is in here listening to me ramble and talk bullshit, all of that. King the Wildfire said, and King Queen haven't gone hybrid either. Let's see. It said, somebody said no sound. Can y'all not hear me? I don't know if y'all can hear me. I just seen a comment that said that. Let me open up a Google Meet and get some people in here. Let's see. Like Google Meets is cool, but I feel the need to say no homo every time I say Google Meets. That shit just don't feel right when I say it. I don't know if I'm tripping. I don't know if I'm thinking too much about it. But okay. I don't know if it's echoing. I don't know if I got... Nah, it's not. It shouldn't be. Oh, shit. Bro. What the fuck? Bro, what did I do today, bro? What did I do? What did I do, bro? Like, hey man, y'all could say this for my birthday. My birthday later on this month. In like 20 days. Bro, this is the second stream. Like, my niggas, I appreciate y'all, bro. Like, I appreciate the fuck out of y'all. Oh shit. Like, y'all niggas don't understand like what, like, y'all don't understand how good that shit feels just to like look at that. Fuck the, like, on top of like the 100 so odd people that are in here, like, you know, listening and watching and commenting, engaging with me. Like, y'all that, you know, that spend your hard-earned money, bro. Like, for us YouTubers, I appreciate y'all niggas, bro. Like, real shit. Thank you. Carter-san said, I want Orochi to show up and kill Hyogoro after he gets saved. Oh! I actually like that. If Orochi pops up and kills Hyogoro, that I might get hit a little bit by that death. Like, I might get hit because I like Hyogoro. I like Hyogoro a lot. I would even dare say I like Tonoyasu and Yasue. Like, they was cool, bro. They was cool, but like, I don't know. maybe because like the stuff with Rio, I really like the stuff in Udon. So like that whole um that whole Udon stuff in Hyogoro, like I really like Hyogoro because of that. So I like that, Carter-san. I like that. I think you seen I think you said that on the timeline on Twitter, like either last night or maybe you said that earlier today. I wanted to respond to it. But you know, I'm glad you said that, bro, cuz I think that would be kind of raw, bro. Like that would be cold as fuck if Orochi did that. That would like add more to like how he's been. I think Orochi is a very good villain. Um he's like that thorn in your side. Like nigga, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know, just like a gnat at a barbecue. Like you just want to swat him away. So like if he comes back like that would be coming back with a statement. So yeah, I'm fucking with that. Teddy slash Dark Mugiwara, $50 donation. Appreciate you, my nigga. I appreciate it. Says, hope you keep this up, bro. Hopefully we getting more top tier content soon. More streams with the homies, please. Last night was a moment. Hey, bro, you're right. Last night with Zoro, King, Jay, Virgo, Henny Cool Brother stream, and Roger. That shit was definitely a good, you know, it was a good vibe. It was a breath of fresh air. I needed that shit. So like, yo, man, and to address the first part of the comment, bro. Yes, man, there's gonna be more content coming out. You know, like I had something put me back a little bit. I had something push me back a little bit with you know, with the death of my family. And I've been trying to like shake back from that shit, bro. I appreciate everybody that's been patient. And let's be real, y'all niggas been patient with me for fucking years. Like, y'all niggas been saying, hey, like, Matt, just put out the content. Just put out the content. It's like y'all niggas beating a dead horse. And I feel like it would be a disservice to y'all niggas that believe in me and that y'all niggas that like tune into my content not to put out more of it on a more consistent basis. So I will do better. And yeah, man, like I appreciate y'all niggas, bro. I appreciate it. But let's get this let me get this link out to people. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm gonna send a link to the boys, to the blacks. There we go. Sent it there. I'm not opposed to getting some people from the chat in here. If you got me on Twitter, you know, send me an ad or mention me, whatever. Let me get Animates in here. Told them I would send them the link. Let me see. And then I'll put the link right there. Let's see. Somebody just messaged me on Twitter. Oh, it is the man, the myth, the legend.
That's right.
How you doing,
You
bro?
already streaming, Matt?
You said what?
Are you already streaming?
Yeah. I've been streaming for about 30 minutes now. Wallace is easy. I appreciate you, bro. $2 donation. The streets ain't ready for your content, Matt. Hey, man, I gotta send a special shout out to Wallace. Wallace has messaged me repeatedly on Twitter. You know, just like once again, like I just went into like just like, hey, bro, like let's, you know, we were just going back and forth, literally just talking about One Piece, and then he's like, now look, all that shit that you just said to me, put it in a video. All the shit that like we've been talking about, just put it in a video. And like, you know, I just I appreciate him, man. We were like that Big Mom video and the Throne Wars video, me and him were talking about we were talking about a lot of stuff in regards to that. And he was butchering me just as much as Dritz was about putting out that Big Mom CP0 video. Wallace, I'm gonna send you the link, bro. I got you. I got you, bro. Island Brasi, I got you, bro. There you go. Teddy, I got you. Hey, bro, we might have to say that y'all niggas join the dojo, man. Fuck BDA, it's a dojo.
You ain't gonna be in no dojo. Also, I probably won't be here for long.
Nah, for
I'm
sure.
just finishing up my break. I figured I'd just stop by.
For
So
sure.
what's up?
For sure, I appreciate it, bro. I mean, I know where you at in terms of all of this. You probably don't give two shits,
Pedro's coming back.
bro. Yo, Dritz, bro, didn't we talk?
Did I literally not say that this was gonna happen?
Oh my god, bro, Dritz, like, bruh, you know, bruh, the Willipede, I really think that that's the shit.
It can't be stopped.
It can't be. For everybody that is asking, yes, this stream, I'm gonna take the stream down off of Bensei, and then I'm going to put it onto Mugiwara Map B. So if you are not subscribed to Mugiwara Map B, and if you want any more like all the long podcast, long discussions and such, that's where they will be at. I'm not gonna put anything long on Bensei. I'm just gonna try something out as far as algorithms go, see what that does. But yes, so all discussions, live streams, and all of that will go to the Mugiwara Matt B channel. So subscribe to that if you haven't. It should pop up. Bensei still pops up. Like my main channel still pops up when you type in Mugiwara Matt B, because that's what this original channel was named. So you know, whenever yeah, just get in there, man. Just get in there, subscribe.
Yo, what's good, guys?
Yo, what's happening?
Hey, man, just chilling, just working. But yeah, dude, I was in that stream last night, just watching it. I cannot believe the cap on this man Cole. Like, I legit, I wonder if he's being delusional on purpose. But I don't know, man.
Oh, you talking about like what with Sanji?
Yeah,
Oh.
it was aggressive.
Dritch, you would have had a ball with that shit.
What happened?
Yo, the denial on this man.
Like, so, what's good, Brasi? King was just.
I mean, I can already imagine just based on the context what you're saying.
Like, okay, so we were talking about 1005 and just like what everyone's problems were, and we got down to the nitty gritty of it, and it's like it's not a Sanji thing, it's an Oda thing, and the fact that like Sanji has to. So King thought that we were just saying we wanted to see Sanji fight more. That we wanted to see Sanji fight. We wanted to see Sanji like be cool. And that it's not even that. It has nothing to do with that. Jay brought up like the espionage shit and how it's been kind of like lacking. King had some retorts, but he said that Sanji deciphered the plan with the Big Mom pirates and the twirly hat pirates. He brought up like Sanji leading the Marines and all of the kids and stuff during Punk Hazard. What else did he say? He brought up the Momo stuff and the what was it? Oh, he brought up he brought up Sanji peeping on Robin and Nami, but also gathering intel. So
And of course, the
Gathering
cave.
intel.
yeah, that's what these are King's words. These are King's words, bro, not mine. Not mine. That's what I said, bro. It was just funny, like with the Sanji stuff. I'm just not to the point to where I don't even like entertaining that conversation anymore because it just doesn't go anywhere, and then it always results to like damage control.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, the thing that I don't like when you get into conversations like this is that there is very clear evidence of what Oda does on a consistent basis. And to me, to try and fight it when it's clear as day is low key disrespectful. Like I know it's not meant that way, but I'm just like you're basically saying that I don't understand what Oda's giving me, which is not the case. Like Sanji is a regular hype tool that Oda uses all the time now in post time skip. Like with
Yeah,
whatever
that's pretty
chance he
sad.
gets to use him, he will. Like the whole thing with it, people when they think about Punk Hazard, the only thing they remember, oh, Virgo cracked that nigga shin. Like what? That's what most people remember. And then you have stuff like what you call it in Whole Cake when and this is something I will never forgive Oda for. He had the audacity to make this man showcase DBZ types of speed when he kicked Oven and rescued Chiffon, and Chiffon is way heavier than Luffy. He did that, and then when they're trying to escape, like when he's trying to run away with Luffy, what happens? Oh, all of a sudden he's too slow because of Germa are around, and he had to have that line with Neji shitting on him, talking about you're too slow, my guy. Like you need to speed it up, otherwise you're gonna get real full of holes. It's like
Well, actually,
Sanji is faster than all of y'all, even in your race. It's like, what are we doing?
I mean that
And
that
so,
part about the Niji situation. I mean, like I feel like that was mostly just so that like Oda can actually like showcase a time in which Sanji was actually handed the raid suit more than like
possibly.
what I'm saying his speed. Of course, yeah, he got shit on at the same time, but that was
And
just
you know,
mostly to show the raid suit being handed off.
I can give that to you, but it's just like every time that he's doing something, he has to downplay Sanji to a necessary extent, and I'm just like, why are we doing this?
Yeah,
Can
it
y'all
is
hear me?
pretty
Oh,
dick.
sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
we can.
Stebo, another legend. Oh, go
Oh,
ahead, Wallace. Go ahead, Wallace.
yeah.
What's up, bro?
Okay, so I I think like what Driss said, it's all execution. Like for Sanji escaping with Luffy, Oda could have had Niji give Sanji the right to in any other way. He didn't have to shit
Facts.
on Sanji to do it every single time. It's
That's
like
true.
so I like Sanji a lot actually, right? But the reason I like Sanji is because of pre-time skip. Some of my favorite moments in the series are Sanji doing smart shit. I don't need Sanji to get fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't need Sanji to be Zoro. I don't need Sanji to be Luffy. But I'd rather have Sanji be smart and do smart shit. Like I feel like Oda wasted so much time in Wano focusing on useless samurai and useless shit when he could have just gave the Straw Hat great moments. I wanted Zoro training Momo. I wanted Sanji sneaking in, finding the blueprints,
You
all that shit. Instead, he gave it to useless samurai, useless
you know
freaking
what?
waste of time.
You make a really good point, especially regarding the samurai, because that has to be one of my greatest disappointments with Wano so far. Like I'm enjoying everything that's happening right now, but one of the things we're told by Mihawk and then just the lore around Wano is that there are a whole lot of fearsome samurai over there. Where are these niggas? Where are they?
I mean,
Well, I mean,
I think I can make good case
oh
for
god
that.
damn.
Hello everyone.
yo, what's
I am
good?
Yeah, man.
Killer69 from Twitter.
What's
Yo,
up?
your
I'm
What's up?
mic kind of
glad.
loud, my guy.
Yeah, just a little loud, just a little
Okay.
loud.
God damn.
Yeah. One sec.
Hey.
Came in with all the hacky.
Almost passed out. Well, while
Hey,
he's
how y'all
fixing
doing?
his, oh god damn.
Yo, what's good, Stebo? What's good, bro?
Yo, Steve coming in with all the bass all the
What's
time.
good?
Yeah,
What's
for
good, nigga?
real, dog. That shit was mad deep. What's good?
How you doing?
Chilling. Nah, but with the samurai and Wano, I mean, there's a plausible reason as to why they're so, like
As to why
not.
them niggas suck.
Yeah, they pretty ass. The reason why them niggas are cheeks and shit is because I mean, like Orochi stole the swords like for the last 20 years. It's not like they can train or anything like that. They just been basically locked up, swordless. You know what I'm saying? Their skills aren't very honed and stuff. So I mean, like yeah, like I feel like 20 years ago there was a reason why the world government would be scared of them, but now I mean, it's not like the world government knows that they've
That's a
been
good
swordless for
point.
20 years.
I think it was
But
referring to the army of the Wano, the army of Shogun. I think that's my interpretation. I think it was specifically mentioning that army of samurai as
but
a
guess what
threat.
though? Even on their side, I have seen nothing impressive. And to go back to what you were saying, well, it's like I agree, right? Like because all the weapons were confiscated and all that stuff, they couldn't practice. Look at what this man Hyogoro is doing right now. Keep in mind, he was on the brink of death back in Udon. This man is wilding out right now. You see what I mean? Where it's just like, if you're skilled, look at Kawamatsu. He couldn't do shit for 13 years. He was in jail being like fed poisonous fish. So it's like, if you're that nice, even during that time, like you could still do something. You see what I mean? So like, I'm very disappointed with the lack of fearsome samurai in Wano, and just kind of weird.
Honestly,
Like
oh sorry, you can go.
I think it's two things. Either it's the army of Shogun or it's mostly because of the lore of the Wano, the prestige of samurai.
Also, you
From
basically saying
Ryuma,
Ryuma is carrying. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, he
the
kind of is.
Ryuma, yeah, the Ryuma, the Oden, and maybe some Void Century shit. Like I think it's either the prestige of Wano, that is why it's regarded as fearsome. I could be wrong.
I mean, it's feeling that way a lot these days. It's like seems like y'all just going off of reputation of previous samurai. Like it's not really you guys doing the thing. So
I feel like Oda could have solved almost all these problems if he had Zoro actually recruit samurai while we were in Whole Cake Island.
Yeah,
I
what
feel
the
like
fuck
he
was the
had.
point of that line?
That's what he said he was
I
gonna
don't know.
do.
This nigga said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna recruit all the samurai." And this nigga's the next time you see him, he's all about to like commit suicide and shit. Like, what was that about?
I feel
That
like
nigga was on trial.
I feel like if Oda had done that, we could have cut out and saved so much time in Wano that we could have gave to the Red Scabbards and to the Straw Hats. We could have had like one of the moments I wanted the most in the entire arc is I wanted Zoro to train Momo like really really badly. I felt like that Momo moment where he declared his name should have been a moment where he would rethink about Zoro's training and all that crap and like build a connection. So I think Momo's joining the crew, and I really wanted that to happen. And it was just off screen because we had to look and focus on so many other minor, non-important parts.
Hmm, So I will say one thing. Is it that it is build up in happen in narrative, or it is the expectation type of thing?
I'm
I
sorry,
think
what you
it's
say?
I think it's Oda building things up, and then when we finally get to that moment, it's just not as good as what he said it was gonna be. It's like Neko and Inu versus Jack. He builds it up. Then 5 chapters before, he builds it up again. And then he off screens it. And it's like, what the fuck?
I can understand that. Like I was kind of fine with the thing about the Inu and Neko one is I was somewhat satisfied with it because we get the scabbard chapter in 992. So I was not that much angry about that.
Speaking of Inu and Neku, like with Jack on the loose, right? Do you think Sanji's actually gonna actually head over there? Is he gonna like he's gonna head towards Yamato and Momonosuke?
I think Sanji and Momo or Sanji and Yamato are both heading to the scabbards. So I think there's gonna be like a little. It's gonna be like like some comedy stuff where like the gag Odin or Yamato says that she's Odin in front of the scabbards. We have to see that. Sanji with Yamato. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that at some point before things get too serious. I don't think Sanji's gonna fight Jack though.
Yeah, I don't think
I
he'll
agree.
fight Jack at this point.
Like I think Sanji will probably be the one to save Marco when things look bad
He's about to get
for
triple team.
when things look real bad for Marco. I think that Sanji will be the one to come and save him. And I just me personally, for stylistically, and because I'm just tired of Sanji getting shitted on. I want Sanji to have I want Sanji to get king.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I agree.
I want Sanji to get king because like
enough is enough. Like
bro.
That's
just it. That's just it. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, man. Like, you know, I want there to still be some semblance of a I don't want it to be just a huge gap as it's being portrayed between Sanji and Zoro. Like,
exactly.
I don't like that because I've always felt like Zoro has been stronger than Sanji. But I've never felt like Zoro would just wash Sanji. And now,
it's not by a ridiculous margin.
Right now, right at this second, I'm taking Zoro. I'm taking Zoro, like not even thinking about it.
Yeah,
like not even thinking about it. And you know, regardless of the power ups, it's just the portrayal. It's just the portrayal.
That's the thing I was saying. Where it's just like, even when Cole was arguing that, you know, he's been given a lot of good, cool moments post time skip. The bad ones outshine the good ones. You know, it's like, yeah, they're there, but they're so easily forgettable in comparison to when he gets shitted on, and that's not okay.
Bro, you know, like, I don't mean to like turn this into a Sanji discussion, but it's like we're talking about what we want from him, and you know all of that. Like, listen, okay, so with Sanji, right? We had that great moment of him with Momo, and then it gets squandered by this moment with Black Maria. So it's always like, okay, if Sanji shines, if Sanji looks good, then he gets shitted on equally. So another contrast between that, the situation in Dressrosa. Sanji, now you can say that this is shitting on whatever. Sanji goes and saves the crew from Dofi. He has that epic moment where he does the Diablo Jumble right in, you know, when he comes in, and then boom, cliffhanger. And then he gets one shotted, and then he goes on to have that moment in chapter 731, where he has where his fucking coat is swinging in the wind, and he's on a Din Din Mushi talking to Luffy like, "Yo, give me permission to attack these niggas." Yes, bro, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's like why can't Sanji always, or why can't Sanji look that cool without being shit on?
It's like,
go ahead.
It's like Oda spins the wheel and decides, do I want to shine Sanji today, or do I want to hype him up? Like, it just doesn't make sense anymore at this point.
He probably sees the voice actor's face and he's just like, man, nigga, I can't stand your ass. It gotta be something.
About Sanji is the thing about Sanji situation is like it can depend on individual to individual. It will vary. Like some consider even the Flamingo clash. Some guys really like that clash, even though he was caught off guard, not one-shotted. He was caught off guard, or the Black Maria clash. There are some people who like the Black Maria part. I mean, within the fan base. So I don't know.
I understand what you're saying. My issue with it is that it objectively looks lame. I do not care whatever interpretation you want to give to that moment. It looks objectively lame, and I don't understand why some people can see that.
Get where the frustration is coming from.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, for us, it's like, if you take somebody who does not, because you have to understand, to appreciate what happened to Sanji, You need to be somebody who's really invested in One Piece. If you take a random Joe Schmo on the street and shows him what happened in that chapter, they'll be like, "Who's this bitch?"
Exactly,
This is pathetic.
exactly, right?
problem,
Like
right?
that's what I feel. That's what I feel like is the best is the best
shit.
way to, like, you know, to talk about that, right? Is what does Sanji look like in the eyes of a casual? Not us, right? To what does Sanji look like in the eyes of somebody that's just like, hey, I want to get into One Piece, or hey, let me go check this out. Let me, like, oh, you know, the animation looks pretty nice. Let me look at this. If they see this, they're like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga doing?
You know the worst part is the anime is gonna make this moment even worse.
Oh,
She's gonna go some Super Saiyan. She's gonna beat the shit out of him.
Like, for real, dog.
you know they're gonna be running that shit in a loop.
Oh no!
It's gonna be
Hey,
panic.
hey, I wanna say something. Like, Matt, I have been watching you since 2013. I have been like
Oh,
huge fan of
That's a
yours
loyal fan.
shit.
from
Appreciate you, bro.
long time. Like, I remember King of Lightning posted a video why Shanks is the strongest character in One Piece. He did the live stream, and then you did the response live stream to Cole, and you live streamed that Dragon is the strongest. I remember you from that day.
Hey man, I appreciate that, bro. Bro, you taking it back. That's during the time of the video response era. That's crazy.
That shit, I don't even remember
Like
that.
8 years ago.
Damn, bro, you making me feel old. I appreciate it, bro.
I don't want to hear nobody in this chat say that. Oh, I'm 31. Okay, like y'all relax.
You 31, bro? I thought you were underage. You got an underage voice.
Who me?
Yeah, dog.
I really, hey man, I really appreciate that, bro. Like, saying that you've been subscribed or following me since 2013, like, bro, that's like right when I started YouTube. So, like,
Bro,
man, I fucking appreciate that. That makes me feel a lot better about myself than what I was feeling today,
Like,
bro. So I appreciate it.
I
Like,
I
for real.
have been there. Like, I have been there since the Sabo chapter to Kaido reaction. I have seen you from long time, dog.
I appreciate it. That's
if I have to be honest, I don't know if you can even see this because one of your older videos, because I've always really found some of your perspectives on the story like unique, and for some reason I vibe with them. And back in the day, like one of your older videos, I dropped a comment on there because like that video was just so immaculate, and I put my what is it? I put my email address in there because I was like, yo, I'm trying to talk some One Piece. Like, let me know whenever you're willing. So like this right now, I'm still trying to process that it's actually happening. Cause
bro, I am just a normal person, man. Don't do this, bro.
Yeah, you damn right you're a normal person.
Yeah.
You all right, man. You don't even know all that. And I'm just, I'm joking.
Yeah, bro. I'm just a normal person, man. But I appreciate the love, bro. Like, for real. I appreciate it, man. Like, I just be talking about the shit that I love, man. That's all. But
and you're passionate about it, man. That's why I love it. And your high Q stance. So that's a win for me too. So you know,
facts.
Facts. What it is.
Let me read a comment real quick. Because I don't want it to disappear in the feed. Ashura reincarnated, another donation. I can't thank y'all enough. Thank you. I appreciate it. King of Lightning said Zoro's character regressed because he went all out against Miss Monday but held back against Monet. What are y'all thoughts on that?
I think it
What
is.
are you smoking?
It's
To be
kind of
honest,
hard to disagree.
To be honest, because like you go from squeezing the shit out of Miss Monday's head, and he was palming her shit like a basketball, my nigga. And then the next woman that you encounter, you're over there cutting her cheek and just walking away and just leaving her to like attack you from behind.
I
Like, what was
think
that?
the hitting the woman for the hitting the woman matter. I think that there is a YouTuber, One Piece YouTuber called Crafts Dwarf. He made the video on that matter. I highly recommend on checking it out on hitting the woman for Sanji and Zoro.
Can you elaborate as to what he said?
Hmm?
Can you explain what he said in the video?
I mean, like it's kind of. I mean, it's really mean. It's really. I think both have similar perspective on not hitting the woman, but it's really different at the same time. Like both have different view, but similar view at the same time regarded to the woman. And I think not hitting the woman is also kind of the part of Zoro character tying back to Kuina, but at the same time he have to do that. Like
I I
yeah,
think my personal opinion as far as that, right? Just the difference. I feel like that was more so like Zoro not saying he wouldn't hit a woman, but like recognizing the strength difference between him and Monet and the fact that she was a woman. Yes, the fact of the woman, like the fact of that she was a woman played a factor, but I think it was more so because she was significantly weaker than him and she was a woman that played a factor in him not wanting to be engaged. Like Tashigi's
I
there.
mean, that would that would make sense. Like if he wasn't like out here cutting down fodder men, like left and
No,
right.
but you know
anyone
the thing
remember
about
the days of Smoothie versus Zoro? Like anyone remember that theory?
Well, this theory you said Smoothie versus who?
Zoro. That was a thing. I remember
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah, I remember that.
Hey
but
man,
I wonder
you
how
know the
that would
thing
have played
about
out,
Zoro,
anyways.
he has a very he has a very set line of conduct. Like remember in 1-0, was it 1-0? Like there was a moment they were dealing with some unarmed men, or like they came from a bathhouse. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. I have to go revisit, but it was like I will not attack an armed man. Like that's not me. So it's like he's got a
You
few
mean
things
like the
like
naked?
naked.
No, he said he wouldn't attack him because he's naked.
Yeah. Because he didn't have
I-
he didn't have anything.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
It's like
First,
What the fuck was that?
personally for me, I wouldn't say Zoro is worse, but I would say that besides just cool things, I did like Zoro more pre time skip. So I feel like post time skip, he's just more stoic and more just there for cool moments. While pre time skip, he would interact with the crew more. Like one of my favorite moments was when after he cut down Apu, he had that conversation with Chopper. I thought that was really good. I think that we need more of those moments post time skip, or where the crews
They
need.
are there, dog. They are there. You need to look for them. I will make the
that's
case
not
for
see
it.
that's my
Like,
thing. Like
We shouldn't have to
this
look
is
for them, to
one
be
this
honest
is
with
one
you.
Okay,
argument
y'all
I don't like.
hold that thought, because I can tell that this is gonna get a little bit heated. Tay Iverson just donated $5. I just got to do this before it goes away. He said, going back to what we were just talking about, he says, I think the obvious interpretation is that Zoro was using a sword, so of course he was gonna go easy on Monet versus him using his hands on Miss Wednesday.
That's fair.
He could have just
And
used
that's
his hands
fair.
on his, he could have used his hands on Monet too.
I don't know if he could have used his hands to defeat Monet.
Yeah, being a Logia and
Yeah,
all,
being a
like,
Logia. I don't
Like
agree
he
with
has
that.
armament.
Yeah,
Well, he has
he does have armament hockey, and I'm not saying he wouldn't be able to damage her, but like with his fist, I don't think he would be able to. I don't know. I don't think Zoro has that skill set with his hands to hurt
punch her in
her.
the
Zoro
face.
got hands, bro.
Nah, not I'm.
Second, Zoro got hands.
But to hurt a Logia user, to take a Logia user out of the like out of a fight, like nah, I don't think so.
no
like
sword
it's a
style.
very
Yeah.
particular situation. Like
Yeah,
I don't
no
know
sword
that he'll
style,
be.
yeah.
But yeah, the thing you were saying earlier about we have to look for those moments when they happen. That is not okay.
Yeah, that
We
shit
didn't
sucks,
have to
bro.
do that pre-time skip. Like I don't want to be told, oh yeah, you have to search for those moments where the crew has genuine interactions. It's like it's normal things like, oh, what happened over the 2 years? Like Usopp, you looking like you made some gains. Like what's up with that? Zoro, that eye, what's the deal? Like we don't get
I
none of
think
that,
they
you know.
asked
So
that.
when I
If I
hear like
remember.
you have to look for it. Where?
They ask about his eyes. It was Chopper and Usopp. They asked him, if I remember correctly, in Fishman Island. I could be wrong, but I remember that.
But
I
Fishman
don't
Island. That
recall.
was like the
listen though,
beginning of-
listen. You see the problem with that? You see the problem with that? You're saying the earliest arc post time skip, which is like by this point now 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's and that was the quickest example that you could think of. I think what they're not saying that there are no like slice of life moments with the crew post time skip. They're just very, very few and far in between.
Yeah.
And I mean, I understand it, I guess, but like this was my main this was the main problem, right? You know, like after that amazing fucking chapter with Frankie revealing what Kuma's what Kuma's purpose was, I thought that was going to open the floodgates for the Straw Hats to talk about their journey.
Facts.
Like
That would've been
I
good,
thought
yeah.
I thought that was what what Frankie was leading them to. Okay, like let's talk about you know so on and so like he literally talked about the last moment that they had before they were all separated. And then it's just like, oh, a big squid comes out of nowhere, so boom, we're like, dude, that
I
shit,
totally get that, Joel.
huh?
But yeah, that's really fair criticism. And I think the only reason why he did not reveal everyone's journey is because he kinda want to save them to reveal at that particular moment, like that Mihawk scene in Dressrosa when he defeated Pika. I think he particularly saved those moments to reveal them at that time. But I get the gripe. Or really fair. Yeah, I get the gripe.
But you see where it's like he could still do that, even if he had the crew have genuine interactions on the ship. He could still do that, like save the good stuff for later. Like right now, we've seen some of the stuff that Luffy's learned over the time skip, right? We don't know what else he has. So it's not like, you know, we want them to just sit there and just divulge everything, but at least something, you know, like because right now they don't. It's just kind of weird, especially when you compare it to what we used to get pre-time skip.
Yeah.
I have a genuine question. Does anyone on the crew know Usopp has observation hockey?
That's a good question.
I mean,
Nah,
Nami should.
No, I don't think that it's been revealed because I know that whenever Law asked Luffy who all could use hockey in the crew, Luffy only named Zoro and Sanji. So
and that was before they Usopp learned.
yeah, that was before. That was before. But
That's one of my. Oh, sorry.
But let's say if that were to happen again, I guess Luffy should be able to know that Usopp has hockey because Blackbeard knew that Luffy had hockey before Luffy awakened or before Luffy knew he had hockey.
You see, that's one of my biggest problems because like Usopp awoken observation hockey. Luffy now has advanced hockey. That's like, why don't the crew teach each other stuff? It's like we're the land of Wano, the land of armament hockey, basically. Yet none of the other weaker Straw Hats had the idea we're about to go into a war versus 2 or 1 Yonko, that we shouldn't train to learn armament hockey. I personally feel like before we got to Onigashima, every single Straw Hat either had at least basic armament hockey. There were so many people that could talk from the Scabbards, from Zoro, Luffy, Hirogoro. I feel like there are moments that Oda can put into the story, but he just doesn't put it there.
Hey,
think
Troll
he
guy,
dropped the ball with
Troll
that.
guy, do you got another mic, bro? Like it's a lot of
Static.
feed, yeah, a lot of like static and stuff coming from your mic.
You could just mute yourself when you're not talking.
Yeah, just mute yourself like whenever you're not talking, and then yeah, like I'll pay attention whenever whenever you unmute your mic. But yeah, there's like a lot of static.
A lot of noise.
Yeah, but who
Bro.
Little
who
white
was-
noise.
was going?
Oda fucked up.
Wallace
I mean,
was.
by not actually giving the like some of the other Straw Hats hockey, like, you know what I'm saying, during the time skip, because it doesn't make any sense that Nami, like, you know, does all this shit. She's sensing the weather before it even comes, and she doesn't even have a smidge of observation. Like, that shit's stupid to me.
Yeah, I agree exactly with what you're saying, Alan. So like outside of the monster trio, right? I think like Robin or everybody should have developed some like a different form of hockey. Not necessarily for combat, right? Because we've seen hockey users, like insane hockey users, that don't have anything to do with combat. I would, me personally, I would say that Madame Shirley's ability
Absolutely.
is observation hockey.
Yeah.
That's what
Aisa,
that's what I would attribute that to. Yeah, Aisa from Skypiea.
Hime.
You said Otahime?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she could like sense the emotions.
She had a
Yes.
different type of the kind that
Yeah.
like apparently Luffy has more of, like being able to tell.
Like being able to
Somebody,
sense other
yeah.
people's emotions. Yeah, for sure. So like so let's just go down the list, right? So Nami, as Alan Brasi said, observation hockey would definitely be the hockey
Very
that I think would
beneficial
suit
to her.
Nami the best, because like she's able to literally tell you, oh, these clouds or such and such. She's the god navigator.
I got something to say about that Nami thing, but go ahead.
Okay. And then I guess Chopper, you could say armament, or you could even say observation hockey for the way that he or maybe he uses observation hockey to
For being a doctor.
to develop a better medicine, or to do surgical surgeries better, so on and so forth.
He'll know where your injuries are at, where he can like cut and shit like that.
Right.
See, that would have made Chopper look so much fucking
Bro, that would have made Chopper the fucking GOAT.
exactly.
That would have made him
my
nasty.
God.
Like, bro, if Chopper,
You know what's crazy?
Go ahead.
I've said this before, and every time I say this, people look at me crazy. But Chopper has the ability to go against somebody like Queen. That's just how I feel personally.
Whoa.
Based off of his monster point, the fact that he has control over it, to me is detriment. It's not an asset, because I know for a fact that if he could go into that mode again and use it proper, he could do some damage. The problem is, again, like how he's been portrayed post time skip, to the point that people don't take him seriously anymore.
Teddy,
Didn't he lose to a train in not dress rehearsal, whole cake? Yeah, he lost to a fucking train, right?
I would never.
Trees.
That was
Fucking
He lost to
trees, bro. He lost to some homies.
I know. That's why, like,
This
when
nigga's
people think I'm crazy for saying that, I don't hold it against them, because post time skip, there's just nothing from him to warrant, being able to do that, outside of tanking Big Mom. But that was a crazy Big Mom, so
Hold on, I was thinking, right? Like, okay, like like how pre-time skip, right? Chopper did, like, 3 rumble balls to go into Monster Point, right?
Mhm.
What if he took 3 rumble balls in Monster Point? Like, what would happen to him then? Would he just OD?
Gains on gains.
I don't know. I have a question for y'all. Like, Chopper has the ability to manipulate his fruit using science. This is probably, along with Vegapunk, the best manipulation of devil fruits we've seen in the series, and Oda doesn't even touch on it. I feel like that's so insane. I feel like when Luffy was making Gear 2nd, Gear 3rd, Oda should have definitely had Luffy had a conversation with Chopper, who literally has the ability to manipulate his fruit. I just feel like it's right there, but Oda doesn't touch it.
I think the reason why he doesn't do that for everybody, because like Luffy would be like kind of OP at that point. Like if he could, like, because I feel like the rumble balls are like just a stage away from awakening. So if Luffy's over there popping pills and shit,
Popping pills.
and then he and then he like unlocks like an ability from his rubber fruit that's basically one stage away from awakening. It kind of feels like cheap.
Yeah, it's literally PEDs, like performance enhancing drugs. We don't want that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Luffy has to eat a rumble ball. I just think Chopper could help Luffy develop his fruit better. Like where Luffy gained the idea to like stretch his blood cells to get more like for Gear 2nd, Chopper, who is a doctor, would be way more suited to assist him with doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
What I would say, I like my expectations or my just headcanon for Chopper. I saw that him and Carrot were vibing a little bit, we're hanging out. I thought it would have been real dope if Chopper would have made a subset of a Rumble Ball so that he would be able to do a Sulong transformation as well.
Oh shit.
Ooh, that's spicy.
That's
spicy.
that's what I would have wanted from Chopper. But like once again, you know, I guess it all goes into portrayal, whatever. You know, say what you want in regards to that. I guess Chopper's not like a main fighter, and I'm not gonna go as far to say like, okay, Chopper could fight a commander, but I definitely think Chopper could fight a flying six, especially if he uses a rumble ball or has a pseudo Sulong. I think that shit would go nuts. That would be
Do you remember
crazy.
what he used to have? Pre-time skip, like the arm point with the rose petal attacks and shit like that. Like
that shit was actually kind of fire.
Bro, that shit was fire, and it all got like thrown away for fucking Kung Fu Point.
Yo, that shit is so fast, bro. Like, what the fuck was that shit, bro?
Eyes when people mention that shit. Ooh, that shit is nasty. Not in a good way. Like it's like yuck.
This nigga turned into a chubby little nigga. Go ahead.
I feel like all the shot hats could be way stronger than they are right now. But it's it's right there. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways to develop them, make them grow. But it's not a touch. Like Frankie to me, in my opinion, because he's a cyborg and he can easily upgrade himself, should honestly be the third strongest in the crew, without a doubt. Like there's so much potential for Frankie. Like when
Sanji too nasty. He got that spot.
When Frankie meets Vegapunk, oh my god, bro, he's gonna grow. When I say grow, he's gonna grow. I want Frankie out here rocking.
I don't think there's much more to be gained from that avenue because we already know that he's inherited Vegapunk science through his time during the time skip.
Right.
I think, what if Frankie, you know how you can put devil fruits into objects? What if the Frankie Shogun gets enhanced by devil fruits?
I don't know how I feel about that because he's already expressed his opinion on having devil fruits. And I know he wouldn't have it personally, but maybe an object with a devil fruit can't be aquatic, and I don't know if he would appreciate that.
Like maybe he can okay, go ahead.
I think if the Frankie Shogun ate like Josu's fruit in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that might be cool, but I don't know if Frankie would be okay with it.
That's true.
I mean, okay, so you know that cannon that's on the Sunny? What's it called? The Gaon cannon or something?
Yeah.
Like that? Okay, like I'm just thinking, like, you know what I'm saying, maybe like the next upgrade for Frankie would be like him incorporating that into his, like, you know, body somehow and infusing it with like the radical beam, like maybe some radical cannon or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. That could be fire.
Well, we pretty much already had that.
You know, one thing I wish we saw more of is the Rokushiki techniques, which I honestly thought like Sanji could have benefited from because it would just suit him so well. But even some of the other members, like
Frankie with Takai, oh my god!
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Like, talk about a tank. Like this dude just could not be touched, man.
Usopp with Kamiye because he likes to run and shit.
Yo, that would be so apt. What?
Sniping niggas from miles away. Oh my god. And another thing, when I'm not gonna lie, when Sanji said that he was going to have them upgrade the raid suit, I really honestly thought that he was going to tell them to put blades in the feet of the boosters or something like that.
Oh, so for some run.
But he hasn't used the raids. He hasn't used the raid suit yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, he did, but like, yeah, he actually didn't like really fight in it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like aesthetically, I thought that it would change a little bit as well.
I agree.
I thought he was gonna have like some type of mob code or some shit.
I thought he was never gonna use it again.
I personally don't like the raid suit because I feel like it's like a really artificial way to give him a stamina boost, and like he doesn't even need a speed boost. But I guess the stealth is nice that he can go invisible. But I personally like I've never been a fan of that suit just because I'm just like it's such a cheap way to make him stronger. I don't like it. Like I would much rather he get stronger organically, but that's not what we got. So
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but like, I mean, like, because when he first used the raid suit, I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? But like after thinking about it a little bit, I started thinking like everybody on a crew has either a devil fruit or a weapon
I
that they're
know,
using.
and that's
Sanji's the
why
only
I
one,
loved him so much because he
right?
was so nasty with nothing, just himself. Like that was like one of the things. Like whenever people would tell me who their favorite character was on the crew, I'll always use that as a bragging point for Sanji. Like, but this nigga got nothing but his legs. Gee, like he's just doing things with his legs, but now he's got.
I mean,
So
with
y'all,
the-
let's I don't mean to derail this, but let's talk about the meat of the chapter.
Oh yeah, let's do that. My bad.
Let's talk about the meat of the chapter. Like what? Obviously, the Marco stuff is the hot commodity right now. And then I mean that's really that's what we here to talk
No,
about.
hey, Durak Pero Sparrow, my nigga. Don't sleep on it.
Durak, Pearl Sparrow.
bro, when it comes to Marco, bro, oh my god, I've been arguing with niggas online for fucking years, bro. They've been shitting on this man for years for no reason. Look for some Marineford portrayal and the Blackbeard shit. It actually feels good seeing him, what I'm saying, kind of fuck up King and Queen. But another thing that we gotta realize is that you can't take away from Queen and King just because Marco is just that strong.
Right,
You don't just shit on those
exactly.
characters because he's that strong. You gotta understand that he was actually considered to probably be the next Yonko if he didn't lose against Blackbeard.
He was
You don't see.
And it was
Go
not
ahead.
just Blackbeard alone. Like he was going up against niggas. Bro.
Yeah. He basically had half of the rest of the Whitebeard crew versus Blackbeard, who had his whole crew and the Gura Gura. It's like I don't think it was Marco that lost them the war. I think it was everyone else.
And it's crazy because when you actually look back at that little thing that Jinbei said, they lost to the Gura Gura. Like it wasn't even about the Yami Yami. They literally said that the overwhelming power of the Gura Gura is what took it, like basically took the W.
Yeah. I think that goes in conjunction, right? Because why the Gura Gura is so why it's nastier in Blackbeard's hands than it was in Whitebeard's hands is because Blackbeard can nullify your devil fruit before he hits you. Mm-hmm. So like somebody like Marco, right? Yes, I think. Yes, obviously the most offensive part of Blackbeard is the Gura Gura no Mi, but I think I think we can all agree on this. Like the most important aspect of Blackbeard is the Yami Yami no Mi.
Definitely.
That enables him to be Blackbeard.
100%.
So, but I want to say this. I said this earlier, right? I said this earlier about just feats, and I hate the fact. Like this is what I hate about the One Piece community. Okay, so on one hand, people will meme about how Oda never shows us anything, and how Oda does a bunch of clashes and stuff, right? So that's all we have that's all we have to go with. So yeah. Obviously, feats are important in a series like One Piece, and in any series, feats are important. But I will say that specifically for One Piece, portrayal is just as important as those feats are.
If not more. Sometimes.
If not more, because of how long the series is, and the fact that Oda cannot focus on every single character the way that he should. He can't focus on on every single commander the way that he focused on Katakuri. He can't do that. So you have to go. You kind of have to take some of the portrayal, like Alan Brasi said. Bro, this nigga was clashing with every single admiral in Marineford. He had run-ins with every single one. The only people that we have seen Marco clash against, or that we've heard Marco fighting against, are Admiral and Yonko. He was name dropped by the Gorosei. They said that he could be another, or he was the other candidate for the Yonko position. So it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why does it take this chapter for you to say, oh yeah, Marco's able to do that?
You know, the last time this happened that really pissed me off was with Garp. The fact that he took Valley for niggas to understand that Garp was nice with it. I was like, y'all niggas are late to the party. Like,
I agree wholeheartedly. Niggas were disrespecting Garp all the way up until God Valley, and people still try to disrespect Garp.
Yeah, Cole.
Scandalous.
Gio, you slander Garp for some fucking reason, calling him fraud. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Hey, Troll Guy, we can't really hear you, bro. That you're like, whatever's going on with your mic, it's like overpowering your voice.
Facts.
And then, like, when you tell niggas, like, everything that happened to Marco during the war, like the Karoseki handcuffs, the fact that he was basically coordinating everybody and he had to stay in the back to make sure that they didn't all get decimated by the admirals. Like, he did so much. He was spread thin. The only person that really did him dirty was God. And we still sitting here, like, saying that we needed a chapter like this to finally understand, like, as a community, okay, Marco is actually not to be fucked with. Like, it's like it. I agree. It's upsetting because,
bro, you know what?
It's definitely something we have to take into consideration.
You know what, bro? I'm gonna just come out and say it. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually don't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks. Half the community is just fucking retarded. And the thing about it is, the thing about it is, right? You got, you know what I'm saying, some One Piece fans who understand, you know what I'm saying, situations and why this and that happens and the fights and whatnot. And you have the fucking meatheads who just look at shit and they're like, oh, well, if he got injured or if he hit the ground against this person, that's just a loss. Oh, this nigga's the L. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll call it King Ling and all that other shit. It's just fucking stupid. Like these niggas are actually really retarded, bro. And I just like arguing with these niggas, bro. I got time for that shit, bro.
I mean, I agree. Majority of the community is not like too smart, and the thing is that someone with very controversial opinions influences a good section of the community. I'm talking about King of Lightning.
Yeah, shout out to Cole, man.
Yeah, shouts out to Cole. Cole's my dude. But a lot of King of Lightning's followers take everything that he says and don't like try to apply their own, their own logic
critical
to it.
Thinking, logic, yeah.
Yeah, their own little stuff to it. So they just run. They literally just go and regurgitate what he says throughout the comment sections, throughout Twitter, sometimes in streams, and I think I saw somebody make a comment like this. Somebody said that King of Lightning is a Skip Bayless of the anime community in terms of in terms of no, but in terms of that, listen, let me clarify. Not in terms of his takes, but in terms of how he influences his audience to go and spew his his sermon as if it is fact, as if it is, yes, bro, that's the Katakuri Church is real. Like, it's bro, real. Niggas were literally telling me because of how impressive Katakuri was, and because of how much focus that he got, that he was stronger than Marco, that he looked better than Marco.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
And that doesn't make any sense to me. It never made any sense to me because I'm like, yo, Marco was fighting fucking admirals. Katakuri was fighting someone that is commander level. It's not even like, it's not the same.
But you know what some people will tell you? They'll say, but the thing is, he was at a disadvantage because he fought the MC, and the MC is about to die. So of course he was gonna get nerfed as a result. But
I mean, to be honest, I feel like anybody who does fight the MC, like there's some nerf that goes into that.
automatically.
But to be honest, if we're being honest, Katakuri should have won that fight. That should have been not an easy win, but that should have definitely been a dub for Katakuri. Because at the end of that fight, bro, he was conscious the whole time. He was just laying on his back. You know what I'm saying? Literally just taking the L. Like Luffy didn't even put that dude down for the count. Really, he really did it. He really did it. He really didn't put Katakuri down for the count. Katakuri could have killed him when he got up.
No, see, this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't agree with that because it was a battle of wills. Okay, so
what? Like, if you're talking about willpower, then okay, yeah,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Katakuri realized no matter how much damage I keep inflicting on this dude, he's going to keep getting up. He's gonna keep getting up.
Said, my dick stretched further than yours.
Pretty much. Luffy was just like, yo, like, my nigga, we're gonna be here fighting in this mirror world until one of us die.
Until you give me the dub.
Until one of us die, and guess what, nigga? It ain't gonna be me. So you might as well just give up. Like, you might as well just give up. But right now, I think if Luffy fought Katakuri, Luffy's like that.
I say he high dips him.
Yeah, he high dips him. He high dips him, but he high dips him decisively. Like it's Luffy.
There's no question.
No question.
That's facts.
No question.
Current Luffy is on a different level for sure. And you know what? Ooh, try.
Wait, what you say?
Yeah, no, he's got something going.
Yo, my nigga, your hockey is like mad strong. Like we can't hear nothing you saying, bro.
I think he's saying that he thinks Luffy mid diffs him.
Ooh, mid diff.
I said mid to high. Like
I mean,
to be honest,
honestly,
after Wano, maybe.
After Wano.
Yeah. Post Wano, I can see. Post Wano, I can see.
If you would have said that before Luffy got like taken out of Gear 4, then I would have probably said, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But like the fact that he still has that, that he still has that time limit, yeah.
But I will say this though. I will say this. Luffy could do something similar to what Marco's doing in this chapter.
Oh, you mean with King and Queen?
Yes, absolutely.
You think? Oh, okay. I got
now listen. This is the thing. This is the thing. Whenever,
go ahead.
Yeah. Let me just get this off though. Let me get this off real quick. When I remember we had a little stream and Fiji brought up this whole scenario, right? Fiji said, yo, I think Marco can 2v1 them. Okay. Now, Fiji said that he thinks Marco would win. I think we all drew the line right there and said, nah, I don't think Marco could win, but it's a high diff.
Yeah.
Like, or it's mid to high diff. Like, it's gonna be a pretty long it's not just gonna be a wash. Like, it's not just gonna be done.
Marco's fruit is too good for that.
I mean, this is a war situation too, right? It's not just 2v1.
Data book in 2010, Blue Data book, it said that Marco can equally fight with admirals. Like, take the test, you will.
Yeah. So Marco has been shown to equally fight with admirals. I agree. Well, not equally, but he's shown to be comparable.
I think in a 1v1 he's pretty good. I mean, he looks pretty decent.
Bro, in a 1v1, Marco is not losing to an admiral less than like high diff.
High diff, yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Like, bro, it's gonna take a high diff fight to beat Marco, in my opinion.
I agree.
Okay, so do you think Marco is stronger than Luffy at this point?
Yes.
Do I think Marco's stronger than Luffy? No.
Very close.
No.
Very close.
No.
I think
so.
I
think the only right hands that I would say are stronger than Luffy at this point are Ben Beckman and Sabo.
You see, with the Sabo thing, like I have Sabo. Okay, like how about this? Like rank the top, rank your commanders, like the first commanders. Like
okay,
rank them
I got you. I'll use my top 30 list.
Oh, that was creditless with the Sanji thing, bro.
Nah, it wasn't, bro. It wasn't. I think Kobe. I think Kobe would beat Sanji. I think Kobe would beat Sanji, bro. I mean, I do.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
I do. I think Kobe would beat.
I don't think there's nothing wrong.
I think Kobe would beat Sanji. I think Kobe would be able to beat a lot of supernovas. I think Kobe would be able to beat a lot of supernovas as well. Like,
Kobe
Oh,
is
yeah,
just
so
a
No
Kobe
nigga.
ass
ain't
rank
got
in the Marines.
That's
let's
dope.
not even like focus on Sanji, right? Like throw Sanji out of the equation, okay? I think Kobe can beat at the very least 3 supernova.
I
You
think
mean
Kobe
back to
beats
back, or are you talking
What?
about
No,
just like just three
not back
on
to
the
back,
list?
not back to back. No,
On the list?
not 3v1. I'm saying 1v1.
individually.
Yes, individually, Kobe can beat a couple of commanders.
Oh yeah, he. Wait,
I think Kobe beats every
Okay,
single.
y'all say that supernova. I think we can all agree here that most of the supernova are commander level, right?
Yeah.
So what? So y'all didn't say. So what's so bad about me saying that Kobe can beat some supernova, but then saying that he could beat commanders as well? What's wrong
Well,
with
the
that?
thing about it is like when you said supernova, like the first one that popped up in my head was Bonnie.
No, not Bonnie. I'm talking about Aruj. I'm talking about Hawkins. I'm talking about
Even
Drake.
Capone. Throw
Capone.
Capone.
Okay,
Next
like
level
let me.
commanders,
I
man.
mean,
Okay, well let me ask
maybe,
you
but we
like.
haven't seen it that
Oh,
much of Kobe
shit.
yet, right? Am I that low?
We have
No,
seen
we
portrayal.
haven't seen Kobe, but the portrayal is definitely there for Kobe. Like
I
But
mean,
is
there
he a
are
lowest
certain
rank?
there are certain things that are surrounding Kobe that you just can't ignore. Okay, so here's an example, right? And here's what I'll just say about Kobe, right? So the arc that Luffy learns Future Sight, okay? The arc that Luffy learns Future Sight. Literally right after that, right after they're sailing away, the first person that we see and the first thing that we see is Kobe. And I'm not putting any don't misconstrue this. I'm not putting any stake to the fact that Kobe was able to destroy a torpedo. Okay? So please do not get this confused. What I think was telling about that feat or about what Kobe did was the fact that Helmeppo is like, yo, what is up with your observation hockey? And once again, this is after the fact of us learning that or us seeing Luffy learn Future Sight.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe
He's like
was
the strongest pair.
so ahead of the curve that he knew where the torpedo was about to explode at, where it was going. Kiros even said that he didn't sense the torpedo himself. So then you have another notable fighter that is giving credence to Kobe, that is talking about something that Kobe just did. Now, how much stake you put into the Kiros bump, that's argue amongst yourselves with that, right? But what I'm saying is the portrayal is there. The hero of the Rocky Port incident. What did we find out early on about people with Conqueror's hockey and just very strong people in the One Piece world? They often are in the news. They often make the headlines. They make their presence known. Kobe does that repeatedly. He makes his presence known, even in the face of monsters.
I think you could genuinely
Yes.
argue because we know how good the Marines are in terms of training. Because we know we can assume that the admirals have future sight because they did what Katakuri did by molding their body, like pre-breaking. We know they have Rio, and I think we would all agree that Garp definitely has Rio.
Absolutely.
So I think we can all agree, we can all assume it's possible for Kobe to have both forms of advanced hockey for future sight and Rio. And I
No, he
think
doesn't have future
He is
sight.
captain. His rank is captain.
Especially considering the fact that Kobe will most likely not have a devil fruit.
yeah. So
Yeah, I hope he
Kobe-
doesn't get one.
So how
Kobe's like Shanks.
exactly? Kobe's like Shanks. Kobe's like Garp. Kobe's like Rayleigh. Kobe is like Sabo before he got his devil fruit.
Have y'all seen the anime recently? And Kobe, he's inspiring me so much confidence. Like I see this nigga, I'm like, oh, he might be really nice with it. Like
Exactly.
okay.
Also, I don't know about. Oh, you can go, Razi.
No, go ahead.
Oh, personally for me, I personally have Boa really, really high. I think wherever you got Marco, I have Boa right there or a little bit above. I think
I
Boa
agree.
is very underrated because Boa, her sisters have Rio, and I would assume Boa, being the queen of her sisters, would have the advanced version of Rio that Luffy has. She has a powerful devil fruit. she's also physically powerful as well. So and also I think the portrayal is there for you to say she can fight an admiral high diff, but she loses. And if Kobe is being sent there,
Very
the
unpopular
Marines are,
opinion on that matter. Like,
What?
here's the deal. Like, here's a hot take. I know that in Marine Corps, do you all remember Boa kicked three times skip smoker and he was fine. She kicked him with haki, let me remind you all. Yet smoker was fine. So I legitimately doubt how potent her haki is.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I didn't hear anything you said, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
I didn't get any
I
of it.
made out some of what he said, but it's like, hey, Trial Guy, like, if you got another mic, bro, you like try to switch your mics, cause like it's real
very
muffled.
difficult to hear.
Yeah, it's
Well,
really
open the link.
muffled. It's
Open the
kind of
link with your
difficult to
phone
hear
or
you.
An
something.
Android phone. I'm using an Android, so it's and
Oh, so you're using
Oh
a
wait.
shitty
damn!
phone.
I
See,
got
that's why
an
you fucked
Android,
up.
man. Ah fuck! You gonna go shit on the Android?
I'm using an Android. You get
uh,
Dude,
yeah.
where's the phone at, man?
get that
So
You heard me?
whitelist.
So I just continue as before. So I think Boa is really high, and if Kobe is being sent to Boa Hancock, she's not. The Marines aren't stupid. They're not gonna send Kobe there to die. He
Thank
has to
you.
be at least worth something if they're being sending him there.
Bro,
Fujitora
He's dying
potentially.
if she's commander
he
level.
didn't they send fodder after Mihawk?
No, we don't know who they sent after Mihawk.
Yeah, we don't know.
But
They could have sent Weevil
but we
first.
don't-
we do know who they sent to Weevil fodder.
No, we don't know. Bro, just because you
We
see
assume. We assume.
just because you see a pan or like Weevil surrounded by Marines, that doesn't mean that like
It's
I
just
feel like
it's just
that
enough.
doesn't mean
I
The
that
feel
fact
those
that
are
they
the
didn't send
only people
Andrew is
there.
all we need to know, man.
I feel like if there was somebody else notable that he sent to Weevil, like he would have actually showed it as just like how like
There is
you know
no
so
one.
with
You
Boa.
think so?
Well, yeah, because like just how with Boa, like Kobe's notable. He showcased Kobe, you know, talking, having that whole dialogue, and even like you know describing exactly where he's going. So I
But
feel like
I
You could
if there
also
was somebody
argue.
notable being sent to like Weevil, like I feel like they would be front and center, like you know what I'm saying. Like
Brasi,
I just feel like
that
somebody
would
Wait,
who's
Brasi. Let me
valuable.
just Lord, let me just say something to that point, right? So I would feel you if like the goal of that conversation that they were having was to showcase Kobe like going to or the Marines going to go take all the Shichibukai, right? Whenever that happened, that was the reveal of Sword.
Yes.
And Kobe was filling in Drake on what he was doing. He was reporting to his captain.
Also, yeah,
And the
Kobe is
SSG,
also
right?
being.
Yes, yeah, or no, not SSG, Sword.
and hold on. And another thing is right. With Kobe being under you know what I'm saying Drake. Do you guys still see like because if you're saying Kobe's commander level, like
Kobe is a
first
really low rank in the Marines, so I mean he's really low on the
But
ladder.
I mean yeah, but is different from the like regular Marines though.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
but he's just a GAP guy. Like,
Yeah, he's a
I mean,
GARP guy.
he's in there because he's
he-
GAP disciple. Like,
right.
it's not
That's
because
what I
he's
would
powerful
say.
necessarily.
That's what I would say. Like how he's in there, and then it would also make sense to the fact of like Kobe and was the one that got in the way of Akainu. Akainu was the fleet admiral now, so maybe Garp pulled some strings so that Akainu couldn't get in the way of what Kobe was trying to do.
For sure.
Like
You
there's a
talking about
lot
with
of
Sword and
there's a
stuff?
lot of like layers in that.
To be honest,
Yeah.
okay, when it comes to Sword, I feel like Sword is ran by Garp himself.
I agree.
Me too. Me too.
Because it's like
But real talk though, do you guys think that Kobe is the marine parallel to the guard?
Yes, absolutely.
I think
I
it's either
I
Kobe
actually-
or Smoker.
actually yeah, I don't see Kobe being a marine parallel. I think that's definitely Smoker.
I mean, the parallel is that they are the good guys, the actual good guys for the good guys, and there's like only 5 of them. Or
I
maybe
love
10.
I love
And with this
Smoker, but it's unfortunate that he did not just get defeated; he got embarrassed in Punk Hazard.
Yeah, he fell
So I
behind.
have a hard time seeing him as a worthy contender. Like right now, like Luffy's looking scary. I don't know how Smoker's looking right now. So
I know
Okay,
this sounds
really-
crazy.
but you can say the
but
same thing with Crocodile because like he got beat by a pre-gear Luffy, and then he comes back and like he's at Marineford. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but that
clashing
doesn't
with
count.
big names. Well, how does that not count?
Yeah.
I mean, the early time in One Piece is really like difficult to power scale. I feel like
Very
It
Shanks
is.
losing an arm, and
Like,
that was the
think about
early days, and Oda didn't plan about writing for 25 years. So I
yeah.
mean, he was thinking about cutting it short at the beginning. So
I
But
think
hold on, but
he
like
made a comment to where
the
like he
beginning,
introduced Crocodile too early. But yeah, go on.
the beginning, like that, like he wasn't like planning on it for. Wasn't it around? Wasn't it around like right before Logtown? Because wasn't it supposed to end in Logtown? I remember hearing something about that.
From what I remember,
It's
he
supposed to
said
end in
that
Alabasta.
yeah,
Oh, Alabasta.
Yeah.
the warlords were supposed to have been a crew, if I recall, and then the Straw Hats were going to defeat the warlords and then become King of Pirates whenever.
I
But then he
mean,
started
a lot of
attacking the
concepts are
warlords.
just like the supernovas were like an idea he had like from a day to another because he needed 14 or like it's like a couple new villains. That's just
Mhm.
that's just a fact. So he came up with like these supernova guys, Hawkins, Drake, these are all new characters that we never heard of, and now he has to give us the backstory on each one of them. Like, it's kind of
That's why I feel like most of the Supernova, honestly, aren't going to be important or do anything.
no, they're
to be
not.
honest.
Yo,
I mean,
Eric,
we don't
I
have time for that at
appreciate
all.
you with the $5 donation, bro. Appreciate Red Force Podcast. Thank you, sir.
Hey, shout out Red Force Podcast.
Shout out to the All Streets.
Shouts
Shanks
out
is
to
the
the
God
Aussies.
King.
God
The
King
God
Shanks.
I mean, imagine he wants to finish the story in 5 years.
That's
How's that happening?
Bro, it's not happening. I don't know what the fuck Oda's
it's
talking
not
about.
happening.
It's not. Listen, it's not completely out of the realm of possibility, right? Like,
I mean, how long was
for
Hawkeye Island?
well,
Yeah,
look,
Was that
look.
2 years?
Let's
One and a
let's
half
not
year.
let's
Oh
let's
my
not.
God.
Well, okay. As far as like the years and stuff, I don't want to try to do it to that. I just want to try to show you how much a percentage Oda could cover with certain information that's given to us, right? So with that chapter 816, 817, when we find out about the road poneglyphs and when we find out about who has them and when we find out about the origin of the poneglyphs, how much percentage of the story do you think was covered just with those two chapters alone? I would
10 to
argue
15%.
at
Almost
least
nothing.
10%.
I agree.
I would argue
Honestly,
at least 10%.
I
Let me
disagree.
let
I mean,
me
they-
let me explain. Let me explain. Let me
maybe.
explain. Let
Okay,
me explain.
go
Right?
ahead.
Let me explain. Okay. So before that chapter, our thinking of getting to Raftail is just, oh, you have to go to every island in the Grand Line, right? But after those chapters, we found out, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to go to every island. You don't have to go to the last island because Roger did all the hard work for Luffy, and Roger has a harder journey than Luffy in the sense of journey, in the sense of knowledge, in the sense of like trying to figure this
He
shit
wasn't
out.
even looking for anything.
Exactly. He wasn't even looking. He wasn't even looking for anything. He did this. He's the godfather of all of this, right? So with Luffy comes up, and remember, Nami even says to Inu about the contradiction in what he's telling her and what Crocus told her. And then he reassures her. He's like, "Oh well, you know, so on and so. I maybe you could just take that as Oda didn't have that planned back then with Crocus, or you just factor that in as Crocus didn't want to like give them all the secrets to their journey." But
Yeah, they never get anything. Like it doesn't matter who they meet. Like the Straw Hats never tell anyone anything about them or get any. As we never get any like detailed information about any character. Usually,
exactly.
like we know nothing about the backgrounds of any Straw Hat in detail. Not about Roger. Not about Whitebeard. Like it's.
And then
such an
just
open story.
just just one more thing, right? Like that information tied into 3 different people's goals on the crew. It tied into Nami's, it tied into Robin's, and it tied into Luffy's. And then you find out who has the actual road poneglyphs, and then you find out that one is even still missing. So once again, how much percentage of the story do y'all think that was covered in that one chapter? Because all of this information that I'm giving y'all is literally in one chapter.
But the only thing they gave us was like there are 4 road poneglyphs. Go find them.
Like,
yes, it was the 4 road
poneglyphs.
It was the 4 road poneglyphs. It was who had the road poneglyphs. So you realize where 2 are. And then
the Yonkos
The
target.
real talk is, do you guys think that story will straightforward go in a way that we have to find the poneglyph and get to the Raftel? Do you guys think that?
We have 3 after this war, so we almost we like need only 1, and that's
like
in Shanks' hand probably.
Like story will go that straightforwardly. Do you guys think that it will be that much straightforward that we find the final poneglyph? Now let's go to the Raftel.
No,
I don't think it will be.
So, in terms of that, right? In terms of like, do I think it's gonna be straightforward? Do I think like the Straw Hats are gonna leave? Do I think the Straw Hats are gonna leave Wano with like this goal in mind? I think it's gonna be one of 2 things. They're gonna originally set off from Wano with hopes of like just trying to find the road poneglyph. But how do you even go about finding the road poneglyph, right? So that is gonna lead them to Elbaf, and I think that's how they get it. The Giants, I think, are gonna gift the final road poneglyph to Usopp.
But don't you think like CP0 would have snatched it from the Giants already, because they've been trading with Elbaf, like with Big Mom's with Charlotte and so they've been trading with that island.
No. They haven't been trading. Right? They haven't been trading with the island. They've been trading with Mother Caramel. Mother Caramel was the liaison between the world government and the Giants. I think that they set her up like that so they could get more intel about the Giants. But no, I don't think that the world government is directly like in Elbaf and that they know that they're like prying around. I think Elbaf is one of those territories in the world that is like nothing to do with the world government. Obviously, the Giants that are in the Marines and the world government have or are the result of experimentation or kidnapping, so on and so forth. I don't think that there's like an alliance between Elbaf and the world government.
But I mean, there's not an alliance. But I know of Elbaf and I know of the Giants. I mean, maybe. I just think that it's likely that Shanks has it because he's kind of like the gatekeeper of the One Piece world. I feel like so he's kind of like has the key to the last island and he decides to get it.
Luffy's gotten enough help. Luffy's gotten enough help. He's literally already been gifted. So listen, what you're insinuating, right, is that the 2 road poneglyphs that are missing to the general consensus, to the general public, because the road poneglyph that is on Zoe, how many people do you think know about that?
Almost no one.
Exactly. So there's 2 missing.
Almost no one.
So almost no one. Obviously, the people that do know about it, but technically, there's 2 missing road poneglyphs. There's the one on There's the one on Zoe. I mean, and then there's the one that is actually missing that no one knows.
The actual missing one is not in. I mean, I think Kaido has one, or at least one is in Wano for sure.
No, so we know for a fact that Kaido and Big Mom have road poneglyphs.
Yeah, so we have 3 after we defeat Kaido.
And then there's
one more. We only need 1 more. Yeah,
right.
That's where Shanks has the last one.
Right, and you're insinuating that Shanks is gonna just gift that to Luffy, I guess. But that's
that'd be corny,
but that's the second time.
That would be so convenient.
That's the second time that happened. That's the second time. And the thing is, once again,
what is the first time?
The first time was with Zoe.
Yeah, they just basically gave him
he was gifted a road poneglyph.
But he's the chosen one, right? He's
no, that's trash, bro. That's trash.
That's just too corny.
That's trash. That's like, bro.
Let's not get there, please.
Is this just gonna be a hey? Let me gift you.
A very Kansas conversation.
It's just a theory. I'm not 100% believing it. I just thought about it. It's not like I fully believe that theory. Maybe Shanks has it, but because I don't know who else could have it.
I think that it's too much. I think
maybe
that
the
it's
word
too
government,
much.
But I don't think so.
I think it's absolutely too much to have Shanks gift Luffy another road poneglyph after he was already gifted one. And then, once again, I can't stress this enough. For Luffy to be gifted both of the missing road poneglyphs is trash.
I don't think Luffy himself would like that.
You know what makes
sense? It's really fucking convenient. Yeah, it's too convenient.
You know what it makes sense?
One more thing we are missing in the conversation is for the future arc. What about Supernova? I think someone like Kid might get a battle with Luffy in Endgame. Luffy versus Kid, I think might happen in Endgame.
I mean, I would love that, but I don't think we have the time. It's just.
I think
we never get
wouldn't
fights
make
in
any
One
sense
Piece.
either way, to be honest. Like,
it's kind of sad, but it's true.
So I would like to see that and a revolutionary arc. Like, you guys are not talking about revolutionary. I think they deserve an arc too.
Oh, don't get Matt started.
That's the final war. The
Yeah.
arc is the final war.
Yeah, Revolutionary's arc is the final war. I agree.
Oh, speaking of the final war, right? I really like, because a lot of people think that like, this is just for Zoro specifically. A lot of people think that Zoro is going to defeat Mihawk, then there's going to be the final war, blah blah blah. I think it's the opposite. I think they're going to have the final war, and then like what I'm saying, like Zoro goes on his like 1v1 like journey like against Mihawk.
I don't think Mihawk is fighting for the world government anytime soon.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying like after the final war, like what I'm saying, like Zoro.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's actually cool.
I think Luffy and Zoro will have their titles during the final war.
You see, the thing about it, right? Do you see Zoro fighting Fujitora?
No.
I see that. I can see that.
I don't see Zoro fighting Fuji.
So in the final war, what would Zoro's role be then?
Zoro is fighting the old Gorosei. The old Gorosei.
Hold on.
And then he gets the final Kitetsu, and that'll be Zoro's last sword.
Hold on. Let me ask you this, right? Totally. When it comes to the Gorosei, do you guys actually think that they're powerful?
Yes.
Yes. I don't believe that, because listen, right?
Why?
Listen, at the end of the story, right? If Zoro already fought Mihawk, right? He already fought Mihawk. He gained that title, right? He's the strongest swordsman in the world, which means, depending on how you see Mihawk, I personally feel like he's stronger than every admiral besides not Fujitora, but Aokiji and Akainu.
Okay.
Since he's around that level, admiral level, right? Yeah. You're telling me that there's 5 admirals just sitting in the middle.
Bro, all the Gorosei do not have to be admiral level. You can have 2 of them be strong and then 3 of them be strong still, but not as strong as the other 2. It doesn't have to be. The thing about that, right? 5 people all equal.
The future of the world, right? These aren't these the same Gorosei that was sweating when Shanks just even met up with Whitebeard?
Where no, listen. Okay, that's the thing, right? So they were sweating because it's the 3 great powers. They're trying to keep balance in the world. They don't know what they were doing. They don't know if they're meeting up because they're trying to they're trying to overthrow 2 more of the Yonko. Like, bro, the same thing that they were tripping about with Whitebeard and Shanks is exactly what happened with the reformation of the rocks.
Okay.
When you run the world, you sweat.
If there is, for instance, right? Let's say Gandhi and another Gorosei, right? They're admiral level, right? Yes, it's fucking Sanji's dad. Sanji's dad and Gandhi, they're admiral level, right?
Yeah.
Why not get the Yonko out of the way? And I know you're gonna say because the Yonko are the people who are like keeping the pirates at like.
No, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that, okay, bro. Because I'll tell you why.
I don't understand what the purpose of the 3 great powers is if you have that much power on your side. Like, there's no purpose of 3 great powers if you you're the world government. You gotta hire Shichibukai to balance it out between a Yonko. If you have an admiral, 2 admirals sitting in Mary Joie,
Mm-hmm.
like it doesn't make sense to have
It's
three
be-
great
it's
gods.
Okay,
because
okay. Well, Teddy, you go
you
ahead.
know
Teddy,
what
you
I
go
think
ahead.
it
Teddy,
is.
go
I
ahead.
also want to call you all out on the hypocrisy. Like, we clown the fuck out of Taekwon when he said that Gorose are top 10, but right now we are expecting them to be as strong as Admiral. Like, what?
No, I think
Yeah,
no, no,
I
no,
hear
no, no.
that.
I think that
Why
it was
wouldn't
crazy.
they?
I think it was crazy for Ty to put them in his top 10, right?
We don't know how strong
Because
they are.
so this is the thing, right? I can say that the Gorosei are. I'm confident in saying that they're admiral level, but I would still not put them in my top 10, because there are other characters that I've seen more from. Like, that's all speculation. So anytime any power level that you say that the Gorosei are, like, obviously it's all speculation, and there's
Yeah.
no real like way for us to say, okay, like, I'd put Gandhi number one. Like, how do you decipher who's the
Exactly. Like
strongest out of the Gorosei? You don't. We just think that they're strong. They have the most important duty in Mary Joy. They're guarding Aim Sama.
They're the highest known
and
authority
and you
in
know
One
Are
what
Piece.
they?
the thing is?
I don't think they're guarding
They miss
Im-sama.
both
They
portrayal
are literally
and
guarding
feats.
M Sama.
So we
Bro,
can't really
I
say
don't
anything.
think they're guarding him. I think they're
I'm not
literally
like
just
yeah, they're scared. They're scared of him. For
they're
sure.
just it's basically like kind of like Attack on Titan where the king was just a figurehead. He like bro, like I feel like they're just
Oh.
a figurehead for the world government.
Yes,
Like
yes,
they're
yes,
not
yes, yes.
guarding him. They're just
No, they are
literally
hiding
the
him.
figure. They're hiding him. But like, I feel like Eam like has enough power to guard himself.
The
No,
thing
Like, I
no,
about
feel
no.
like
him is
That's bro,
nobody
bro, bro,
knows
bro,
about
bro,
him.
bro.
That's
Hold on, hold
the
on.
thing about him.
Hold on a second, bro. Do Luffy and Sanji not guard, or do Sanji and Zoro not guard Luffy when
They
little
guard him,
small
but
when little small fry are trying to attack him?
Yeah,
are
they
they
literally
bowing in
say
No,
front
no,
of
no,
him?
no, no.
like,
Let Island answer.
Okay.
you talking about for the most part of the series. That is mostly if hold on. Hold on.
Bro.
That is mostly if Luffy is going towards a main villain. When he was going towards Hody, they guarded him. You know what I'm saying? When he's trying to hold on. When he's trying to go to Kaido, like you know what I'm saying, they're telling him not to fight and stuff like that. In most case scenarios, Luffy's just wiping out the fodder himself.
Bro, Island. This is a common theme in One Piece where the underlings will say, you need to take out us before you get to the king. Marco said that to Kizaru guarding Whitebeard. Whitebeard surely had the power to stop that Yasakani no Magatama, right? Right, but he didn't because he has subordinates around him to do his dirty work for him. He doesn't. Why would he waste his time with that? If somebody came into, so for instance, right? Whenever the final war happens, and whenever the revolutionaries storm that motherfucker, right? Im Sama, just because we all think that he probably can fight, he's probably gonna be crazy strong. You telling me that Im Sama is gonna be like, nah, y'all sit y'all asses down. I got this. I can defend myself. No, he's gonna be sitting on that throne, and he's gonna be like, yo, y'all better get your asses out there. Y'all better stop them motherfuckers from getting to me.
Like, okay, and that's good.
The simple fact,
and another thing is, right?
Im exists
makes
me wonder if they're not hiding their own strength. Like that's one of the reasons why I believe they're probably really strong, because they don't want people to know a lot of things. So, like, along with it, yeah.
Let me say two things about that about the Gorosei right now. Like, two things are like very interesting. I mean, we know they have scars, so we know they are fighters. They have weapons, like one has like a famous sword, whatever. So they have been fighters, or they were skilled fighters, and they look like they could be in like Garp's age class, maybe a little bit older. So if you think about like them being the highest authority in the world government and being and they have been fighters in the past, you can only conclude that they must be in some kind of way strong, or at least a little bit strong, you know. Like, and the second thing is they bow down in front of Imu, and Imu is an unknown identity to the world. Like, everybody believes in the world that the throne is empty and nobody sits on top of it, and that we have like a democracy in One Piece. But I just don't know why five better tested guys like them would kneel down to a person that has no power in the One Piece world, because everything is about power in the One Piece world. So Imu must be strong. He must be oppressing the world somehow, and I think that's what Zebek wanted to be. Like Zebek wanted to be emu, and you only can be
Right.
emu if you are the strongest in the world, and then you are the dictator
Okay,
of the world, and that's
but the
what's
different, but
that's what he's doing.
again, the thing about it is when Emu has been like introduced in the story, every time he was like, you know what I'm saying, like when they were talking to him and stuff like that, it's as if he had knowledge like that they don't have. It wasn't
Yeah,
even
he's
about
800
Something
years
like
old,
Ty
probably.
Lue.
I mean, he's the
It,
oldest being in the
it
world.
wasn't even about it wasn't even it didn't even seem like they were like scared of him or like like he was just so powerful. It just seemed like they needed him to lead them. And if you actually look at like it's the same thing with like the kings of the other kingdoms and stuff like that. Bro, what was his name? Vivi's father. He's weak as shit, but he has Pell and he
Cobra.
has
But he wasn't displayed in that way, bro. Like,
Bro, what do you
that's a
mean?
that's
Hold
a
on. Listen,
different
what do you
kind of
mean?
Do
display.
you
They,
guys
That-
think that the king of the
the
world
difference.
is a
The
weak
difference.
ass
The difference is
guy? Like,
the
come
difference
on.
is you, bro. He doesn't have to be the strongest guy to be the king of the world. You can just have foresight and knowledge that nobody else has. He could be from the Void Century. We don't know. If he is from the Void Century and he knows exactly how to take over kingdoms, you don't actually
No one
like,
is
bro.
saying he is strongest
Hold on.
guy in the world,
Hold
but
on.
Go ahead, Alan.
Go ahead. No. Let him go. Let him go. I've been talking about. Go ahead.
the thing about emu is like it totally depend on what is the narrative significance of this guy. Is he Luffy final villain or is he Dragon final opponent? And think about emu is like I kind of see him as Madara type of villain, which is literally introduced at the end game, it but that guy is ridiculously powerful.
Yeah,
So
he's
there
Madara 800 years after he won.
I see him more as a Zetsu, somebody who's been in the shadows, just literally creating history, just
Nah,
sitting,
Nah,
sitting
bro,
on his,
bro,
As
Island,
a-
Island,
as
Island.
sitting
I
in the
cannot let you
background,
do
he's
that. I
sitting on
cannot
the
let you do
throne,
that.
Wait,
man.
hold on.
I can't
But
let you
sitting in
do
the
that, bro.
background, just creating history and stuff like that.
I mean,
I
maybe.
feel like I'm not gonna lie, and the way I see Ing, I think he's a coward. I literally think he's a coward. I think he's a coward. Every time like somebody who probably has enough power to take over, he kind of reminds me of Orochi in a sense where he's so cautious that he wants to wipe things out before it even happens.
The Great
Or
Cleansing.
He controls
yeah,
celestial
the
dragons
great
too.
cleansing,
Like,
the
isn't
great
he
cleansing.
like
But
he controls everything? Like
Yeah,
the
like
bro,
celestial
he's
celestial
dragons,
over,
the
bro.
thing
He's
bro,
over
the
the
for
bridge.
celestial bro. He is the head. He is the
He's
head.
everything.
Like
Yes.
bro. This is my thing. It's the so. Okay.
Aren't they building a bridge? The world government, isn't that the
bro,
plan? Aren't they building a bridge around the world
Yes, they
I
are
right
think
now?
building a bridge
the
around the
end of the
world.
story. I
Yeah,
think the
that's
end
their
of the
plan. What is that
story.
about?
Wait, what?
What is that? Like, there has to be a theory about that. Like, this can't be like a dead end
Like,
plot, right?
hold
Like
on.
that
The
they
theory
that
about
they
what?
built a bridge over
The
the whole.
theory
Like,
about the bridge that Robin landed on.
Like to
Bro,
kill a
that
wolf or
wasn't that
something.
filler?
No, that
No.
was not filler.
no.
That
No,
wasn't
no,
that was in the
canon.
manga.
That's
Yeah,
canon,
okay.
bro.
that
That was
literally happened
that
in
was where Robin.
967.
That's what
That
they've
was
been doing for these past 700 years or something.
yeah.
Like,
They've been
Hold on,
building.
hold on,
They've been
relax,
building that for like
relax.
700 years.
Relax. I was just asking. I didn't start reading the manga
It was a
until
cover
Dressrosa.
story. It was a cover story in the manga. They adapted it.
Oh, okay. So wait, hold on. It was filler before that then.
No.
It wasn't filler.
It was
It
brought
was
up
a
in
cover
very
story.
recent chapter in 967.
Relax. All right.
Yeah, and that bridge
This fucking bridge.
was in and what's it called in the Odin flashback. That bridge was definitely in the
Oh, it
Odin
was.
flashback.
Wait, it
Oh,
was.
shit, it was.
Yes,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think it was actually.
It's
Yeah.
still
They've been
under,
building that bridge for 700 years.
Wait, hold on. Did somebody say they gotta go?
No, I had a question that I want to ask y'all.
What's up?
So we were talking about Umu and all this, right? So Cole has put this in my mind, and I cannot get out of my head.
Cap.
What do y'all think about? I'm not going on a mini rant. Give me a second. What do y'all think about the moon? Because I reread the NL cover story, right? And we saw space pirates of a different race we have never seen before in the entire
Yeah.
series on the moon. There's like ruins on the moon as well. And then so I had this question on Twitter: what if the One Piece is on the moon? I know it sounds crazy, but like,
What if the
No,
one
it's not
piece
crazy.
is-
Many that's Mr.
It
Mosh had a
could be
video about it
there.
like 7 days ago, I think.
it was like, since knockup streams exist, what if
I mean, there's
the
been hundreds of
point-
videos about it actually.
What if the phonoglyphs point to is a knockup stream that sends you to the moon? What do y'all think about that?
When
What?
we saw
There's nothing on the moon,
the
though.
flashback with Oden and Roger, was it on the moon?
Oh shit, you're right.
No, they
Hey,
weren't on the
okay.
moon.
No, they weren't on the
What?
moon. I mean, you couldn't really see it. It's like
Yeah,
kind of,
it was
was
kind
drawn
of it
vaguely.
was really ambiguous.
But it
Yeah,
didn't look
but
like they were out of space.
it
Though.
would be right. It's
Aren't
One
there
Piece.
aren't there like 7 moons in One Piece or something like that?
There's like 7 moons, and one moon has its own moon.
Dude, imagine it's
what
the
if
island where Ruffy practiced. Like that would be so insane. But is the island with the animals? Probably not, but that would be crazy.
I
what if
don't
like
think One Piece is in the moon, but a moon will be important in the end game of One Piece.
Because
Like,
Anon is gonna fuck shit up.
like even in the story, thematically, moon have a lot of significance.
yeah, like the moon is always constantly being referred to.
And the
Yeah,
Kazuki
because we're
Not
so
as
long,
much
guys.
as
symbol.
dragons though.
And the Kazuki
Dragons,
symbol
I think,
is
would probably be a bigger thing to look out for. Like, in
I
the
mean,
future.
the celestial dragons came from the moon. Isn't that kind of like already confirmed?
No, that's a
essentially?
theory.
What-
That's a
what if they're called-
theory. That's a One Piece
That's a
spoiler
very popular
theory.
theory.
It
I mean,
came
it has
out.
to be kind of
This is the thing, right? About that theory, there was a whole lot of it. I think it was titled like the spoilers of the end of One Piece. And for all my years of following, for all my years of following spoilers and all of that, those are the only set of spoilers that I have ever seen be erased completely from the internet.
Oh no!
Like
Hold
I
on,
can't
what did they say
find,
about
I
it?
can't find those spoilers anymore.
So it's fake.
No.
So you saying
I
that's the
don't
person
think.
who wrote-
I think the fact that they were removed. I think the fact that they were removed, kind of
there's probably
says,
another critic
kind of puts the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
If you
Hold on,
ask me.
do you remember who? Do you remember who?
But what was the
leaked them?
theory? Do you know it?
The theory is that so the reason why the celestial dragons wear their the little bubbles, the helmets, is because they went to the moon, or they originally descended from the moon. So they don't want to breathe the same air as the inhabitants on Earth, and that's why they feel they're better than everyone.
Oh, they're literally looking down on.
Yes,
people.
they're looking down
Because they
on
have
people,
to-
like literally. Yeah,
Oh,
and then
that's
so
so
that's why they
fascinating,
put that's why they put the Holy Land where it's at. And
They're
Top
like
of the world.
fanatics. That's why the elders don't wear the helmets, dude. This is fucking insane. Because the celestial dragons are just inbreds. Like the ones we see are just the leftover inbreds from 800 years ago. And
that's why they look
I think
like
that. The Goros, yeah, that's what they look like. And the Goros say are the actual like celestial dragons type characters.
Bro,
That,
Charlos is fucked
Damn,
up.
that's-
You know bro,
I mean,
his
those
dad
guys
is
are
nuts.
fucked up.
yeah, and then so what it is the original people that, or the original clan that was like the D clan, I think, like I think King made a little video about this. Like some of those people are like the Shandorans, like some of the Skypians that were split off. Like he believes that that they belong to the ancient civilization, and that's why they were discriminated against in the first place.
It could also be the fishermen as well.
Yeah, the fishermen as well. Exactly. Like
They have the
that.
golden dragon on top of their palace. The same golden dragon we saw on Onigashima as well.
I mean, the Void Century always seemed to me like it was a place where all races and all people were together, like, you know, like a big pirate crew, essentially. You know what I'm
Basically,
saying?
Mother
Like,
Caramel's dream.
something
Mother-
like Wano, like
yeah.
it would look like Wano. Everyone has a little piece of island for like cold temperatures, warm temperatures, whatever, and like you have different races living there. You have the giants living on Onigashima in this big house and shit. It would fit the theme. That's what I thought, that the Void Century was like a place for all beings, and that Joy Boy found the fisherman like on the bottom, and he wanted to bring him up to his crew, essentially, like recruiting them to his ancient city crew, I guess.
Let me read this comment real quick. Alcian says, "Hey Matt, Groggy and Broggy said the spear of Elbath can pierce anything, but not the snake soaked in blood. You think they're talking about the red line? Emu? Question mark. That's actually,
Oh shit.
I've actually
the
heard theories about that.
the snake soaked in blood. Oh, that actually
this
makes
crazy.
fucking sense.
Yeah.
The red
Yeah,
There's a
line.
myth.
Because
Yeah,
Yeah.
the red
the
line
red
is this
line.
myth about the snake that bites its own
Yeah.
tail. This world snake.
And,
Yeah,
Wait,
and
I
let
feel like
me
I've heard that.
let
Wasn't that
me
a Joy Boy theory?
I've heard
let
people
me
mention that
let
before.
me say one more, or let me read one more comment. Fuck, where did it go? Lace King, he corrected me and he said that I had the theory wrong. He said that the celestial dragons killed the people from the moon when they went there. The D clan. So I
don't
like
think
I'm
the
gonna
D clan
try
came from the moon.
to go and find that, like, find those spoilers. But like I said, that's the only set of spoilers that I've ever seen that were
They were on 4chan, if I remember correctly.
those
Man,
spoilers were
leaked from
eradicated
They
from
were
the
sent.
earth.
They were sent
all
to
I
the
know,
shadow realm.
is
Yeah.
whoever leaked those spoilers, man, Oda sent them hitters out to that nigga, bro. He got that nigga out of here, bro.
Okay,
That nigga's-
Twilight the Dreadhead, he said the theory I read was the 20 kings turned on the ancient kingdom, and after they went to the moon to clean up all the information. Yeah, they went to the moon to clean up all the information about the ancient kingdom.
Interesting.
But
Yeah.
nobody can go to the moon. Like,
Well, no, we
Nah,
know
if
we
you
can.
had no, you could go to the moon. The ancient kingdom had the ancient weapons, and one of them is
Yeah.
supposedly a ship that can fly to the moon.
You talking
Also-
about Uranus?
No, Pluton.
Wait,
You also
Pluton
have
can
to
fly?
ask,
Yes.
Shit, I didn't
you
know
also
that.
have to
So
ask
what I-
yourself, where did Enel get the idea to make the Arc Maxim? Because there's no other technology in all of Skypiea that resembles the Arc Maxim.
yeah,
So
but
he
he
must
was
have
one
found
of
he's
the
from a
ones
different
who
sky
lived on the
island.
moon. He was a Shandian, right?
Yeah, but this
So
Yeah, he's
he
from a
was
different
he
sky
wanted
island.
to go back to his
He was a
birthplace.
Birkin.
yeah,
Oh, Birkin,
but,
yeah.
but no Skypian has shown this technology. So you could assume that maybe Enel found something, let's say a remnant of the past, or like blueprints for the Arc Maxim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, they probably had the. That's probably what they used to come down to, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
It's possible that I mean, it wasn't. Did he build the ship himself, or was it?
Yeah, he built it himself.
He built the ship himself.
Uh,
Man, this shit is so long ago.
So you guys know how there's that the silhouette that we saw with the scabbards a couple chapters ago, right?
Right.
I really hope it's Toki because
Me too.
this woman has all kinds of intel. I don't know
Toki
if
is
Oda is
crazy,
gonna. Yeah, I don't know if Oda is gonna let her say her piece because she comes from that time that's been voided, right? Like,
She has a purpose. She has definitely a purpose. Like, he could have just used any wife, any girl from Wano, anyone, but he chose a fucking girl from 800 years ago. Like, there has to be some importance to that.
and it was
can't-
never confirmed that she
Yeah.
died, and we know how Oda.
Yeah,
feels,
she didn't
so-
die. She ported. I'm pretty sure that she ported to the day, like the war began. I think it's entirely possible that she just ported here. Like,
my drunk theory is that Hybrid Kaido destroyed the moon in NLR. I want that to happen.
on some DBZ shit, like or
it's,
Hyperbeam.
oh my God.
just an accident, right? Like, he's just
He
blasting one off.
destroyed the moon. Like I
He
will
misses.
be happy.
And then,
Mrs.
and
Zoro.
now it's gonna show Big Mom exactly how you use lightning.
Oh no!
Like,
Zoro's
this
gonna
how
cut
you-
that laser beam and save the moon right there.
If Enel
Obviously.
comes back, oh my god, bro, I can't wait.
I mean, I think he's coming back for sure. He's
He
gonna
has
be back in the final war,
At-
100%.
At
I
what
mean, he has
point,
some
though?
intel from the moon, and that's gonna be pretty helpful, I guess. Or maybe he has some kind of weapon for against the celestial dragons because they came from the moon, or there's some kind of technology there. He's gonna bring it back down. He's gonna show up in
Yeah.
the in the,
He has
in the
like
end
an
of the war.
army
Like-
of commoners too, so he
I mean,
could go to
he's
something.
liked by a lot of guys. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, how do you see the matchups going? Because I don't see all the like. To me, the world government only has the Gorosei and the admirals. Like everything below that is kind of like
They got
it's
the
kinda trash.
Gorosei, they got
don't forget
and the SSG.
Zero.
Yeah.
Here's
Oh,
what
so,
I'm saying.
so we still holding out hope that Kong is actually nice.
No,
No,
bro,
fuck
nobody's
off,
hoping
fuck
that
off.
shit, bro.
But do
Nah,
you think
Bro,
that's
he's
enough?
a former fleet admiral.
Yeah,
They don't
but
have enough
bro,
force.
What do you
It's
mean?
defeat.
Yeah, but
no, hold on. You see, the reason why,
Look,
yo, the reason why I don't put no stake in Kong, bro, is because like I was willing to believe it before the Odin flashback when Roger was like, yeah, bro, send either Sengoku or Garp. and like he didn't even mention Kong. Like if
Like
somebody
we saw all
that
the beginners. And
yeah, if somebody that powerful, you know what I'm saying, was just sitting around, you know what I'm saying, doing nothing. I'm pretty sure like Roger would have known about him, bro. He's been fighting on the seas for a long time. Like I feel like he would have
Like
known about him.
is Kong
Maybe he was
like
pre-Roger.
You said what?
like
It's
thing
possible.
about that Kong is like back in day was like back 14 years ago where the head of Navy was supposed to be a strong person, like except the admiral. Was it even necessary that the head of Navy is a strong guy or a fighter?
Well, from what we
I mean,
know,
power is always useful in One Piece.
yeah. And from what
Every
we know,
position is power.
yeah.
Mostly.
And from what we know, to be fleet admiral, you have to be a certain quality of person, like Akainu Akiji. They didn't just pick some random like Mamanga to be fleet admiral. You know what I'm
Yeah,
I
saying?
think it's
gonna pick
always the
together.
admiral with most experience
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Like
notoriety.
someone was asking the
Well,
end game matchup. Here's what I think. Zoro will fight Fujitora and Sanji will fight Kizaru. That's what I think will happen
yeah, I can see
personally.
that.
And
I disagree.
I disagree.
What-
I will.
I feel like
let me
I feel like
Did he say- what did he
explain.
say?
Let me just explain this thought, right? So I do not think that it's gonna be as cut and dry as everyone thinks. That there's gonna be three, like the monster trio against the three admirals. Okay,
No.
because like there's gonna be a lot more nuance, a lot more nuanced themes that Oda's gonna tackle, especially in the final arc when you're gonna get into freedom versus oppression. You're gonna have a coup d'etat most likely or possibly within the Marines with sword,
I mean, Fujitora is already on our side, right?
and so on and so
don't
forth.
you think that
Then
it would be
go ahead.
kind of convenient that there is Marine coup d'etat and within Marine there is fighting within themselves, and exact that moment Dragon and Luffy will invade to end the world government. Isn't it kind of convenient?
No, I don't. I don't
And
think
they will
it's.
flip
I
as
don't
soon
think it's
as Luffy and
convenient.
Dragon arrive.
I,
They don't flip before they arrive. They flip after they arrive.
yeah, it's gonna be something that is like. I think the seeds have already been planted for it, and I think it's gonna be Oda's way of like showing us Akainu's character, and
He's gonna break.
yeah,
Yeah,
and like
okay.
why
That's gonna make sense.
he does the absolute justice thing. So there may be a sense, or there may be a little thing where Akainu agrees with the opposition. He agrees with some of the Marines on the sword side that do or that are participating in the coup, but he's with justice. He's with absolute justice.
He is
So
gonna die in this
he's
war.
yeah.
It's
So he's
gonna
gonna
be
die
painful.
with the world government because that's his justice, and he's not gonna bend or fold. I think
I
that'll
mean,
be.
he's gonna realize that Eam exists at one point, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he knows that Eam exists, and that's gonna shatter his whole world. I think.
I don't
I
think he
that
does
he's
either.
been tricked into like being a slave for some kind of evil master.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I don't think that he knows anything about Im Sama, and the words that I took away from Akainu in the sense like he's gonna be a character such like so deep in the gray area. When he walks into the Gorosei's office, he's like, yo, hello, y'all niggas need to tell me when y'all doing some shit like this. Why is Dofi so important
Yeah.
that a pirate like him, you can just throw everything into a frenzy for this guy? Like, I don't think Akainu knew that Dofi was a former celestial dragon. I don't think he knew anything about that. So like he thought that what I kind of think is like Akainu was just looking at the Gorosei like, oh, okay, this is y'all giving these fucking warlords, i.e. pirates, special privileges. So he's like, nah, we not doing that. He had to come and check them. I agree with you. I don't think he knows about Im Sama. And once he does find out about Im Sama, I'm not saying that he's going to be like, oh, Akainu's going to have a redemption moment. But I think that that's going to be like I think that's going to be some good character writing right there.
I think when
go ahead.
I think when that happens, like if he does, because I feel like Akainu, like, you know what I'm saying, like he very much respects his position, and I feel like any type of like anything that gets in his view of absolute justice, you got to get up out of here. And I feel like even when it comes to the Gorosei, even when it comes to Im-sama, I feel like it might be like a three-way, like, you know, battle between the world government, Im-sama, those on opposition, like the pirates and whatnot, and then you have Akainu leading his own little faction, like, you know what I'm saying, following in his way of absolute justice. I feel like he's not gonna agree with either side. He's gonna agree with himself.
But you know what? What I was thinking, it's very possible that Im reinforces his ideals. Like even if it comes to find out who he is or who she is, because we don't know if it's he or she, he could they could very well be like, you know what, Akainu, we like your absolute justice. We want that. Like this is what's best for the world, and that would just reinforce his standing, and he would probably be on their side, you know, as a result.
I mean, I feel like if that was the case, like when they have, like, you know what I'm saying, like basically put him in the loop beforehand, because like Sengoku knows a lot about the world government that Akainu doesn't know. And I feel like if they trusted him that well, I feel like they see Akainu as a problem child. Like, yeah, you know,
I don't think Sengoku. I don't think Sengoku knows. I don't think Sengoku knows as much as we think he knows. Or
he knows what. At least he knows what the D is.
He knows a lot. I think.
Yeah, he knows a lot about the D.
If he have any connection to Roger like God did, then he must know something.
Also, Roger gave it all away back then. I'm pretty sure, and he was back then. I think Zebek was the first guy to really find out about everything, and he challenged the Celestial Dragons back in the day. And that's what he tried at what was it called? Death Valley.
Yeah, that's why he was trying to kill the Celestial Dragons.
And that's where Roger helped the world government actually and fought against Zebek. And then he got the idea from Zebek, I think, that there is something that he has to find out, or like there's something wrong with him. That's why he got the idea. Hey, we're breaking. Well, your mic is killing me right now.
Thank you.
Is that me?
No, that's Traga.
That was Traga's mic.
That's.
Was Torado. He's doing too much with that.
I don't know what's happening there.
Oh, that's me. My bad.
So I got a question. Do y'all think it's possible? So I also agree. I think that when Sword breaks off from the Marines, the good Marines will leave, but then the rest of the Marines who believe in Akainu will stay. So it'll be like a three-way war between the world government, the rest of the Marines, and the Sword, Revs, and Pirates. All like a three-way one battle.
How many people do you think it is? I think it's just the top guys. It's just gonna be maybe Fujitora, Garp, Kobe, Smoker. Aokiji is already Blackbeard's pawn. I don't know what's happening with him.
Nah, that can't be it.
But
that's maybe Greenbull seemed to be kind of on the revolutionary side of.
But that's why I said Sword will join with the Pirates and the Revs. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think
Sword joins for sure. Yeah.
I don't think there's that many people in Sword. I think it's only like the elite people. But they will leave the Marines and they will join the Revs and the Pirates, and then there will be a three-way battle. That's my question.
Then, like, you have Akainu, the Marines, and the SSG.
Yeah. Akainu would have SSG. The world government would have the Gorosei and the CP0. The Pirates would have the Revs, Sword, Luffy, and the Straw Hats in his Grand
Bro, can you imagine that fucking Grand Fleet, bro? Oh, God,
I mean, the Straw Hat Grand Fleet is insane. I mean, all the supernovas, all the Wano dudes, all the Grand Fleet itself that we already had, like the Revolutionary on top, Aokiji if he's still alive, maybe some of Shanks leftovers. Like it's like how many guys we have. Like that's what I'm saying. The world government needs to get some. That's why the Gorosei need to be kind of strong, you know, because we have the numbers advantage in the end.
That's really great. I would like to see that. It's kind of giving me the vibe of the final battle of Gurren Lagann. Anyone remember that?
Oh yeah, that shit was lit.
I mean, Oda said it. Oda said that the last sagas will be like the biggest war in history. That's what he said in an SBS, I think.
I think the numbers.
I have to deep now, like Attack on Titan chapter 138 have arrived. I have to read it, so I have to deep now. It was really fun to talking to y'all. I'm really glad to be here. Thank you very much.
No
Hey
problem,
man,
bro.
nice to meet you, bro.
Appreciate you for stopping by.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Hey man. Hey, before you go get it. Hey, are you there?
Nah, he left.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah,
I was trying to tell that.
Um,
Yeah, that nigga need to get a mic, bro.
I'm gonna say
Go
this.
fund him. Go fund him.
I'm gonna say this
Nah, I'm good.
about the admirals. I think that by the time the final war starts, the three so y'all know I think that the three great powers are gonna collapse.
Yes. After
Um,
Wano?
After Wano, no.
well,
I mean, if
okay,
two
okay.
Yonkos
This is
die and
One of them
Shanks
already
gets
well.
defeated,
This
collapsed.
is the thing. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. So the Shichibukai system is already gone. The Yonko system is going to be
Teetering.
in detriment. Somebody's echoing. The Yonko system is going to be in detriment after Wano. Okay, so like I think that Big Mom and Kaido are going to go down,
yes.
but obviously somebody's echoing again, bro. But
Think
um, Luffy is going to be declared as the third Yonko. But then after Blackbeard kills Shanks, then boom, the Yonko system's gone. So then I think that'll be that'll be the official end of the three great powers. And
I think Morgans declares him almost Pirate King. If
nah,
Luffy,
that's cap.
if Luffy defeats, no. I mean, just think about it. Think about it. He is already the fifth emperor in Morgan's books, and now he goes
But
to Wano, defeats Big Mom
he's not
and Kaido.
but he's not an emperor in
Has
everybody else's books. Morgan's
Yeah.
no.
isn't
But after he
everyone.
beats Big Mom and Kaido on paper, that's crazy. I mean, the whole world
Yeah,
is
but
gonna be like, what
the
the fuck is
thing is,
happening?
it's not just gonna be Luffy beating them. Like, oh, okay, for instance, right?
It's only Luffy though. It's
Nah, it's
like
not gonna be
Luffy and
only
Mako.
Luffy. Zoro's there, Kid's there.
Yeah. But Luffy's gonna get like the crew as the captain. He's gonna get the crew benefit, and he's gonna be the crew Yonko. Like the Straw Hat Pirates are the Yonko crew essentially.
Okay,
After Wano.
so let me play this for you. Let me play this scenario for you, right? Let's say that Mihawk is reading the paper and then he sees that Kaido was killed. Okay?
Yes.
And then he sees that Luffy is the one credited for it. I can see kind of like a parallel happening with that exact thing, like it happened with Shanks right before we got into Wano. He says, "Oh, Luffy, you're like it looks like we'll be meeting each other soon." I think Mihawk may allude to knowing, so I think Zoro's gonna kill Kaido.
For sure. And he's gonna get the credit for it, 100%.
No. I don't think
sure
Zoro's gonna get the credit.
For that.
I don't think Zoro's getting the credit.
Not for the win. He's just gonna be. He's gonna get credit that he was the one to land maybe the killing blow.
I think
the defeating blow.
He's not gonna
Ruffy defeated him, but he executed him or some shit. I don't know, but he's gonna get the credit for cutting him for sure.
So this is the thing with that, right?
Word's
I
gonna
think
know
that
he's
he'll
great.
get the credit, and Wano, the people of Wano will know, right?
Oh, okay,
all the
for
ins and
sure.
outs of what happened.
Sword God.
But outside of Wano, they're not gonna know everything. All they're gonna get is that news. Oh, two Yonko defeated. Blase, blase, blah. Kaido killed.
We don't know where Morgans is going. Maybe Morgans is still coming. I don't know.
But
He
Morgan
was on the way somewhere. He was
He
going
should be on the
somewhere.
run though.
Yeah,
and then
but Wano is a good spot to hide.
but this is the thing, right? This is the thing.
And he loves
Luffy.
Luffy. He loves Luffy.
I think Luffy is gonna be declared a Yonko after this arc. Like being close to Pirate King, Whitebeard was supposedly close to Pirate King before he died because he held the reins, right? So like, what is being close to Pirate King? I don't know. I just feel like that's a glorified title. That's just like that's giving brownie points at this point.
I mean,
just
Roger
keep it simple.
didn't even have-
Just keep it simple. He's a Yonko. He's a mighty pirate. Like Pirate King is Pirate King. Not no close to Pirate King, not almost Pirate King. We're not giving participation trophies. We're not giving hand claps for for almost.
3 posts is not enough. It's nothing. You need 4.
Right. So I think if they I think with having this battle under his belt, that'll give him that last bit of notoriety that he needs to become a Yonko. So look at Blackbeard, right? Blackbeard goes to Marineford. He has an insane devil fruit. He's credited for killing Whitebeard, right? Or the Marines were credited for killing Whitebeard, but we know that Blackbeard did. But obviously, there's nuance to that. Blackbeard was not declared as a Yonko until after the Payback War. Even before then, right? Everyone knew that he was going and taking territory. The Gorosei literally reported on it. They're like, yo, this nigga's going crazy. He's taking over territory. Who is going to stop him from becoming a Yonko? Because it's not Morgan's that controls it. It's the perception of the people. And I think it's also like you need a couple of things under your belt.
Yeah, I mean he's doing everything right. He has the sauce for sure. But I think his credit I think he's creditless, man. Like winning against the remnants of the Whitebeard Pirates is nothing to me. If you have 2 of those fruits and your crew,
I hear blasphemy.
I don't know. I mean,
Blackbeard isn't.
We don't even know where they are right now.
Blackbeard isn't credited in his title because what we know is for sure is Marco isn't a joke. You not only beat Marco,
but he was like ace level.
No. But here's the thing: he also grew. We all have to agree that Blackbeard 2 years ago is not the same Blackbeard now.
Correct.
Blackbeard
Sure. But he seemed like a lazy guy. He didn't seem like he was trained.
But
Maybe.
He was lazy because he was waiting.
Wait.
But he had only one fight, and he ran from Akainu.
Yes, but listen though, listen. Okay, so he ran from Akainu. I hear this all the time. Now I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you this question, right?
Just Blackbeard. That doesn't. I'm not saying that because it's power scaling. I'm just saying it's Blackbeard. Like he.
Yeah, he's an opportunist. If he would have stayed, the thing is, if he would have stayed there, right, with his entire crew against Akainu, I think Blackbeard would have won. But to what cost?
Man.
Hang on. To what cost? To what cost?
Probably.
His crew, some of his crewmates would have died. I think several of them would have died. And that if they clashed, you have Blackbeard versus Akainu.
He would have died. I think Akainu would have done everything in his power to kill him, at least. So everything would have went on Blackbeard.
I think Blackbeard is more important to the plot, more important to the story than Akainu is, right?
And if you consider narrative, and then Blackbeard would win. His crew probably all would die, and he would win high diff.
Right.
If we take the negative, but we take the scaling, he would definitely lose.
But
I think
so let me ask a question. Let me ask a question, right? I hear this all the time about people saying Blackbeard ran. Okay, why wouldn't he run? Why would he sit there and put his crew that he just formed at jeopardy? Y'all realize that half of his crew that he just assimilated was all from Impel Down.
Yeah, they're all trash. I mean, it's just.
I don't think that they're not trash at all.
Back then they weren't that. I mean,
they're not trash at all. Like, bro, level 6 prisoners. What we got? How can you say that they're trash?
Flying six level.
No. How can you say that they're trash?
His crew is flying 6 level. So
you said half of his crew is flying 6 level.
I mean the Van Auger.
But how do you know how strong Van Auger is?
I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
But
how strong do you think he is? He looked like fodder against Ace.
If I use Blackbeard, right, to scale the rest of his crew, okay, so Shiryu, I think Shiryu is the second strongest in his crew. All right.
Yes.
Shiryu was on the same level as Magellan pre-time skip.
Mm-hmm.
He's first commander at least.
He's only gotten stronger. He's only gotten stronger. Only. Do you
think strength growth is not dependent on age in One Piece?
No.
A 40-year-old man can grow the same way 80-year-old man can grow in 2 years?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But take into consideration that Shiryu was in jail. He was in jail. He gets out. He's a lot more active. This is the thing. Like, the Blackbeard pirates are not just sitting, letting Blackbeard do their thing. From what we can see, all of the Blackbeards have different motives and different assignments for what they're supposed to do. So
they just take the cheap way out, like collect all the best devil fruits and win
That's the
win that
smartest
way.
thing to do.
how is that
It's the
taking the
smartest
cheap?
way. Yeah, that's the smartest way. Yeah,
but how is
it's a
that?
cheap-
How is that taking the cheap way out when the Marines do the
it's-
same thing? The world government does the same
the
thing with
Marines do the
Vegapunk.
same thing. I know.
So what do you
But
mean the cheap
I'm
way
just-
out?
I don't
no
think we can-
confrontation. I mean, I'm talking about like you have zero confrontation. I mean, you do have some kind of confrontation.
I mean, bro, I don't think that we should run with this whole narrative of Blackbeard running away from Akainu. That was the smartest thing to do in that situation.
That's true.
Nah, obviously, yeah, for sure. But that just means that he wasn't like Yonko level at that point in time. Like a Whitebeard wouldn't have like he would have he would have fought him. For
Here's
sure.
the thing. So I don't
Or any
think
other Yonko would have fought Akainu in that position.
I don't think we can.
100%.
I don't think we can say that.
What?
I don't think
In
we
a
can say that.
1v9?
Wait.
I mean,
we don't know everybody that was on Akainu. Bro, what if Akainu had 2 or 3 vice admirals with him?
Yeah, he could have possibly had some vice admirals.
Bro, he could have had plenty of people with him. Like, why? So why would you just go to
Smoker vice admiral?
Yeah, Smoker is a vice admiral.
God damn.
Smoker is a vice admiral, but so is Momosagi, and so is Chiffon. So is Vice Admiral Strawberry. So is Vice Admiral Momonga. Are you gonna talk about them, or are you just gonna laugh at Smoker?
Dude.
Wait.
No, I'm not gonna fuck with Momonga, man.
Wait, for Matt's point, you also have to think about this. Most of Blackbeard's crew just came out of Impel Down.
That's what I'm saying. They weren't the greatest crew. I mean, it's fine.
It's not them being weak. They just came out Impel Down. They haven't eaten yet. They're not fully healed yet, fully recuperated. Also, they just fought Garp and Sengoku. Also, Blackbeard hasn't fully mastered his fruit yet. Blackbeard at that point knew he wasn't ready. So Blackbeard did the smart thing and ran. It's not that Blackbeard was a bitch. Blackbeard was smart and understood that there are better times. Blackbeard now is not running.
I know.
Blackbeard is not running ever again.
But the thing is, if you, some people say that Blackbeard was strong enough back then to scar Shanks in a fair battle.
But we don't even know how long it was ago.
We don't know how that happened. I don't think it was some people use that for power scaling and for Blackbeard and say that he was able to scar Shanks. That's what I'm saying.
That's kind of trash.
That's not what I believe.
And just to your point,
and I don't believe that. I just think that his physical abilities aren't really top tier. What he showed against Ace wasn't like, and against Whitebeard wasn't. It's not top tier. He's just like the most. He has just the most OP devil fruits in the game. But I think his haki and all that stuff was pretty mid.
Bro, the damage that he takes is twice as much as he normally would.
Isn't that just the pain?
Yes,
isn't
that's
it just
damage.
Feeling more pain, but it's not more damage.
Pain still affects you, though.
Bro, pain still affects Blackbeard. Like,
but that doesn't mean he's like a heavy hitter.
But here's the thing.
That's the Gua.
What do you mean that doesn't mean he's a heavy hitter, bro? He almost broke Ace's neck with his physical strength alone.
Also, Blackbeard
Ace commented on how physically dominant Blackbeard was during the fight. Do you not remember that?
Blackbeard also had the ability to sense.
But he wasn't physically dominant against Luffy.
Bro, Blackbeard took a Quake Fist to the face.
Yeah, he has some durability feature.
He took a Quake Fist. Bro, he took a Quake Fist like straight to the face, bro.
Yonko. And that's, I mean, he is a 44 or 45-year-old man. He's been on Whitebeard's crew his whole life.
Okay.
And he that's his. He is in peak physical. That's his peak physical form. Like, he's not gonna be like make Luffy growth in like 2 years.
But so, no.
I'm just saying that he's not like. I'm just saying that his potential for now is not like Kaido physical strength or Whitebeard physical strength or something like that. He has just the most impressive devil fruit in the game, and 2 of them.
Yeah,
so
but
he's unstoppable right now, but not because of his physical strength or his speed or anything like that. Because he's like the craziest motherfucker.
Yeah.
So are you insinuating that Blackbeard is solely going to rely on his devil fruit and nothing else?
Yes.
I detest that. I detest that.
I think when it comes
okay, so you don't think Blackbeard is gonna be rocking hockey?
I mean,
he's
obviously
probably
he's
gonna.
gonna be have some haki for sure, but that's not gonna be his specialty. Katakuri's specialty was the future side, let's say, and he had the like we have all these kind of specialties, but like his main thing was the future side. Kaido has this crazy durability and like devil fruit thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That
he's the craziest Zoan we've ever seen. And then like we have the devil fruit guy that's Blackbeard, and then we have the haki guy that's Shanks. And then Big Mom is just the physical catastrophe that she is. I don't know. She's just a fuck up.
okay. So, but you realize that Blackbeard has shown like both power schemes in the
I mean,
verse.
he's a top tier fighter,
I
but he's
think.
not like
I
he's not
think.
like a Roger in the haki sense. I don't think he is that talented in haki because that probably interferes with his fucking three brains or whatever he has, or three
I
souls.
think. I think when it comes to like One Piece, I feel like the more you train with your like fruit, like for instance, right, if you have like a like OP devil fruit, especially if you have two of them, I feel like you can only focus so much of like, you know what I'm saying, your attention on one or the other. Like you can only focus on either the OP devil fruits, or you can focus on your hockey. I feel like with Whitebeard saying that Blackbeard is careless, I feel like Blackbeard neglected his hockey, like, you know what I'm saying, his hockey training, because he just thought he was a shit with these two devil fruits. Because remember when he got the girl no me, he said, "I'm now the strongest man in the world, and this is my era." And then out of nowhere, Sengoku comes and shockwaves his ass. So
he,
he
he
already
wasn't even close to being the strongest man in the world. It's so funny.
exactly.
I mean, he was
And
so. Oh my god, Kaido would have like blew him over. Like
exactly. And
one shot.
the thing about Blackbeard is with his devil fruits, he puts his power within his devil fruits. Like the stake of like his strength level, he feels that he's the strongest just with those devil fruits. I feel like he hasn't like trained his hockey over these 2 years. I feel
I mean,
like that's
if you
exactly the reason why that Oda decided to write Luffy learning all these advanced forms of hockey, because it perfectly counteracts. God damn, but it perfectly counteracts Blackbeard's, devil fruit abilities.
So
yeah.
my thought on
And I
that
mean,
is that
if he wasn't a hockey expert at 44, he's not gonna be a hockey expert at 46. That's my whole argument, essentially. When
Okay,
we do
but
training.
Blackbeard, y'all realize that Blackbeard doesn't need advanced forms of hockey, right?
No, I know
No,
that.
no, no,
I'm
no.
saying that's the thing about it.
He has
He
basic
doesn't
hockey,
need, yeah,
everything.
yeah,
That's
he
what I
doesn't need it. That's why he only has the basic hockey. But with like his devil fruits, Luffy has the advanced form of hockey. So even if he say he nullifies, you know what I'm saying, Luffy's devil fruit,
His rub, yeah.
Luffy's yeah, Luffy still has, future sight, you know what I'm saying, in the Rio, and he probably is gonna like unlock some, I don't know, like some advanced form of conquerors before he even faces Blackbeard. So he's gonna have this hockey on his side to help him combat somebody like that, because in the One Piece verse, literally Blackbeard's worst opponent would be Shanks
Yeah, because he's
because
all
of the
melee,
hockey.
all physical, no devil fruit.
Exactly. Like it's literally just it's literally just
Or
hockey. Like
any swordsman
yeah.
hard counters Blackbeard
Yeah, I
essentially.
think any hockey master would be the worst matchup for Blackbeard. I agree
That's what I was
wholeheartedly,
saying in
but
the debate I had last time about what is the strongest devil fruit in the verse, or like what is a contender for the strongest devil fruit. And when we talk about the Yami Yami no Mi, you are really like that your hack counter is essentially non-devil fruit users that are good physically, right? Like everybody, like a Garb kind of guy, a Mihawk, a Zoro.
Well, it's not
They
really a
all.
hard counter. It's more like you don't have an
If you don't have
advantage.
nice haki,
No, it's more like it's not a hard counter. It's like he just no longer has an advantage versus any Delphi user. The moment the fight begins, he has a hardcore advantage. But let's say versus Shanks, they walk in basically as, let's say, equals.
mm.
But I do think that Blackbeard would be more prominent towards
But
Delphi. I
is
think he's
devil
gonna
fruit is
have
only negating the shit, isn't
I
it?
top
no. It's
top
more than that. Way more than
militarian
that.
top militarian Raw Paul says that advanced conquerors hockey negates devil fruit powers. I would agree with that to some degree
yo,
though.
that shit would be lit.
I would agree.
Nah.
I think that that's what the next level of conquerors is gonna be. But let me read one more. Trayvon 444 shouts out to you, Mr. Trayvon, a donation. I guess that's Canadian dollars.
That's too OP. Yeah.
$5. He says Blackbeard versus Big Mom. Who y'all got? I'm taking Blackbeard.
Big Mom.
Big Mom.
I got Big Mom right now.
In a
Right now.
1v1 right now, Big Mom.
Because
This bitch is so
like I said,
crazy.
even if you were to negate her devil fruit ability, right? You couldn't do shit to he couldn't like unless like because okay like with this like how would this work, right? He can negate her using her devil fruit ability, but
when he touches her.
yeah, when he touches her. But Prometheus and Zeus, they're sentient beings like that.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't even have to control them; they literally attack on their own. So like,
She's
how would
just
that
gonna be
even
flying
work?
in the air and shooting Indra lightning.
Exactly, and that isn't even taken away like because like we seen her use hockey. You know what I'm saying? We seen her use armor.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't even take away from that. She can still use. She can spam what's that shit called? That sword attack that she always uses. Yeah, she can spam Elfbath spears and shit like that. Her physicality is monstrous, bro. Like Blackbeard does not have physical strength on that level.
He doesn't need it. He has a Gura Gura no Mi.
Yeah.
Bro, the girl no me, bro. I feel like right because I remember Oda said something like about like the like if there was Yonkos in the past, it'd be Shiki, Big Mom, Roger, and Whitebeard, right? She's been battling. I feel like if you fought alongside Whitebeard, if you've seen Whitebeard, you fought alongside him, you fought against him at one point. I feel like she's accustomed with the fruit itself. I feel like she has at least some way to keep up with him. Otherwise, she wouldn't be considered a Yonko alongside him. I feel like anybody who's that level, they have some type of power to counteract the shock waves or the quakes. I meant to say of the Gurgur no Mi.
I think if they fought, it's extreme diff. But I lean more towards Big Mom for right now.
Yeah, I agree on that.
I just need Black.
The Guruguru no Mi is strong. You have to overpower him, I guess.
Yeah, the Goro no Mi is strong. The Yami Yami is strong. But I'll just put more credence right now into Big Mom. But it's still extreme diff.
Because he's gonna use what Kurozu to get her, like, you know what I'm saying, into his realm, right? He touches her, he negates her devil fruit abilities. Prometheus and Zeus are attacking from above. He uses the quake punch on her. Yeah, that's probably gonna damage her, but it's not gonna take her out. And she's close to his vicinity. You know what I'm saying? She used armament hockey and that physicality, like I said, you know what I'm saying? She smacks his
She
shit like a
takes
couple
Marco
of times.
just like that, right? They clashed. She just took Marco. Like they clashed in Wano in the castle, and she just grabbed him by the neck. Like she could do the same thing with Blackbeard any time.
Exactly. Like I just feel like you know what I'm saying, Big Mom is the victor in this little debate or this little battle.
It's an extreme fight for sure. It's extreme
without a
fight.
doubt.
Blackbeard is pretty crazy. But I think Kaido mid-dips him. Kaido mid-dips Blackbeard like Kaido is physically so like.
Oh, and another thing about
wait, Kaido what?
Kaido's base form is I think it's too much for Blackbeard. I don't know. He's blitzing Luffy with Future Sight. I mean,
I don't know about that.
Another thing about Conqueror's Haki could
I mean, Kaido is stronger than Big Mom, isn't he?
But not by much. Kaido
to be honest, I don't.
Big Mom.
To be honest,
I would say Big Mom and Kaido are equal.
Yeah, do you guys?
mean, his hybrid form is gonna be.
Listen. Do you guys think the Wano? You guys believe the Wano anime is canon, correct?
Yes. No, I don't think it's canon. But I think you can use stuff. You can use stuff from it.
How about this? At least when it comes to off-screen fights that Oda actually never fleshed out.
Yes.
Then sure, yeah.
A little bit.
Okay, if we're using that, right? Remember the clash between Kaido and Big Mom. Big Mom sent an Elbaf spear towards Kaido, right? He used Thunder Bagua to like kind of like, you know what I'm saying, knock it out. But it looked like he struggled a little bit before he even sent it back to her, right? And when this got sent back to her, she brushed it aside with her bare hand. She just literally slapped that shit away with her bare hand. And when I seen that, I was like,
but she couldn't even do what Luffy did to Kaido in like 3 days. That's what I saw.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
They fought 3 days long, and he didn't even have like scratches.
They neither had scratches. And my point in that, right, is that I don't think that either of them have advanced armament.
Yeah, they don't have advanced.
But the thing about that, right, is because when you look at Luffy, right, Kaido just sat there and stood there and let him hit him. Like he's
No,
not letting
bro,
Big Mom
bro,
hit him.
Brazi, stop this, bro. Stop
Bro,
this.
so you're telling me that like Kaido or that Luffy speed blitz Kaido and just attacked him and like Kaido didn't just stand there?
No, I'm not saying that. What he's saying is that Luffy has shown to be able to damage Kaido. Big Mom hasn't. That's that.
I'm
Wait, are we
saying the
saying
thing
Big Mom-
about
Not
it.
in
I'm
the
saying
same
that you
way.
got
Not in the same way. And she was shocked when Luffy did that. Remember? And when Zoro cut him, she was shocked.
But the thing you got to think about this, right? Because she doesn't think highly of them. That's why she was shocked. But what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to Kaido and
No.
Big
It's
Mom,
not because she doesn't think highly of them. It's because she was so
was
shocked
sweating
that
bullets.
Kaido was damaged, bro. It's not anything about them.
That's a big
It's
deal. That's a big
everything about Kaido.
I don't think it's because she didn't think he could be damaged. Because I feel like if you replace Shanks with Luffy, I don't think she'd be shocked at seeing that happen.
Yes, bro, that's Shanks. That's another Yonko.
But that's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying the reason why she's shocked is because she didn't think that they were on that level yet.
No, bro, they're still not. They're still not on that level. They're still not on that level. But you don't have to be Yonko level to be able to damage one. You realize that, right?
I'm saying she didn't have she didn't think that they were on the level enough to damage him at all.
So
Because
but that's a skill set though. That's a skill set. That's not a level.
But you got to think about it. When she fought Luffy, or when her and Luffy clashed on Whole Cake Island, that's the last time she saw Luffy. She saw Luffy, Whole Cake Island. They clashed, and she was like, "What the fuck is this? You can't hurt Kaido with that." And then when she saw it actually happen, she's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, sure. But I mean, it was pretty crazy how he overforced Kaido there. That was a crazy punch. I mean,
yeah, that shit was crazy.
There wasn't. I mean,
hold up. Let me read exactly what she says.
Who
Let
does
me read
that
exactly
to Kaido?
what she says.
Do you think Akainu can punch him like that?
Yeah. I think any admiral could punch him like that. Well, yeah. Actually, any admiral could punch him like that.
I think
especially if he's not guarding.
I think that advanced Ryu is a really rare thing. I don't think a lot of people have that advanced Ryu.
Kaido, what are you doing? How could you let him hit you like that? That's all about Kaido, bro. That's nothing about Luffy.
Yeah, but okay. So can I say something?
Literally all about Kaido.
But Matt, from what she's saying, is she's saying that why are you letting him, Luffy, who's in her eyes is trash, hit you like that? I don't think we can say it's like we're not gonna say that Big Mom can't hurt Kaido. I think we can't.
She can hurt him.
She can definitely hurt Kaido. I think if you're of this level and tier of power, you have to have a way to hurt Kaido.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So then why?
But it was so easy.
Why after the 5-day fight? Why after the 5-day fight between Big Mom and Kaido, there was no damage taken on either side?
1 week.
Because they were both. Listen.
It was a scrap. Like Roger was fight with.
Yeah. Like if they're both equals. Like you know what I'm saying. They're like going toe to toe. You know what I'm saying. They're both blocking. When she saw Luffy hit him, you know what I'm saying. She's like, bro, why are you letting this nigga hit you like that? Because in Whole Cake Island, when Luffy tried to con gun her, she was like, bruh, and she elbowed that shit out the way. So she blocked. She guarded herself. She's wondering why Kaido's just standing there and letting Luffy red rock his shit.
Matt, think of it like this. Imagine if some random guy knocked out Mike Tyson. You'll be like, what the fuck?
And he just stood there. Yeah, he just stood there.
You'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck? You're Mike Tyson.
Bro, what are you doing?
He is really Mike Tyson.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Really
I don't think it's that she can't hurt Kaido. I think she's just confused why this person she thinks is trash can do so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Big Mom has been shown to basically.
I agree.
Big Mom and Kaido basically look down on the other supernova and say they're playing pirate. So that's why she'd be surprised.
That's fair.
But the thing is, I think Kaido in that moment he wanted to get hit by Luffy. I don't think he was trying to dodge it necessarily in that moment.
I don't know
because he has the speed capabilities to do so. We saw that, and I think he just didn't block. I mean, he didn't even block it. Didn't use anything. You just let him get it in the face.
Speaking of that, y'all niggas need to stop. Like, y'all niggas in the community need to stop. Luffy is not fucking Yonko level right now, bro.
No, he's not Yonko level.
Just stop. Like, I don't know where the fuck y'all got that shit from, bro.
I mean, we're gonna see Yonko level the first time right now.
Bro, I've seen so many people argue that shit. That shit's fucking ass, bro. Like, what are y'all niggas talking about?
We have never seen Yonko level.
There's some people in the comment section that be arguing Luffy can be a Kainu. I'm like, here's the thing.
What?
I'm a Yonko fan.
No.
I'm a Yonko fanboy, but I think at some point we have to talk about this admiral disrespecting the community. Like the admirals aren't fodder.
That shit needs to stop. That shit needs to stop.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
I
let's
was
talk about
rereading Marineford like 2 weeks ago out of curiosity. The chapters were like super fast. I felt like I don't know if Oda had like it was even the panel pacing was even faster than Onigashima right now. But I think Akainu didn't land a single shot on Whitebeard. That was the first shot he landed was the heart attack, right? That was the first time he hit him.
Yeah, that was the first time.
And I mean, that's the cheapest shot in history. And he didn't even kill the man with his magma power. He didn't even kill that motherfucker right there.
The only attack that Whitebeard was able to land on Akainu. The only attack that Whitebeard was able to land on Akainu.
After he got pumped in the chest with magma and had a heart attack and was 72 years old.
It was when Akainu had his back turned to him.
No, that's not true, Matt. Because
that is that is the first punch. That's the first time that he hit him clean. That's what I said.
I'm not. No, you said that was the only
first time.
Okay, because
where he hit him clean. That's the only time, or that's the first time that he hit him clean. And that little exchange, whenever Whitebeard popped up on Akainu at the end, that was Whitebeard's only time touching Akainu. Yeah. He hit him.
It was like Whitebeard sheep shot Akainu for sure. He came from behind, he sheep shot him, but Akainu countered and blew half his face off, and then Whitebeard took him. And then he fucked him up, and then the fight was over. And that was after Whitebeard. I mean, Whitebeard was what level is Whitebeard at that time?
But then you actually got to understand this. One thing that people like misconstrue is that after Whitebeard fucked him up, Akainu left. He didn't actually just stay down and just stayed. He literally melted through the ground, and he was chasing Jinbei and Luffy after that.
Because he knew Whitebeard was basically dead.
No, just imagine Akainu blind shotting Akainu with a Thunder Bagua in that moment. I mean, Akainu was done.
He's not getting knocked out.
No, Akainu is not done. What?
We can't use that because we're using Marine Ford Akainu, but we know he got stronger.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on. I'm saying like you cannot sit there and say he's gonna knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Because one, it wasn't gonna happen either way. But two, he's actually much stronger than he is right now. So we're ranking current admirals as of right now where they are against the Yonko.
Bro, what's strong? Bro, hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. Real quick. We can get to the bottom of this real quick. What's more powerful? A Quake Punch that splits an island in half or a Thunder Bagua?
Quake Punch?
From I've seen
a Quake Punch. Bagua. Bro, stop it. What are you talking about?
To be honest, the difference between the attacks is one is a focused pinpoint attack that's supposed to just knock you out, and the other one is the other one has destructive capability. Destructive capability is not the same thing as just
but it was destructive capability plus the fact that it dealt with Akainu. Bro, stop this.
But that's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. It didn't deal with Akainu.
Because Akainu is in. You guys, we have to understand this. These admirals, and Akainu specifically, isn't fodder. Akainu has
no. He's strong. He's strong for sure.
But we're not.
He's a little bit the Yonkos in my mind.
And then we're also comparing. Like, bro, it's the same thing with Katakuri. It's literally the same thing. Same thing, right? People jumped on the Katakuri hype. Oh yeah, this is the strongest fucking commander we've seen. This is the strongest. He's nasty.
The strongest commander though.
No, Marco is.
Well, technically,
but we haven't seen it from Marco at that time.
Bro, we saw it during Marine Ford. He was clashing with admirals. It just wasn't
impressive because it was in the past. Yeah,
no. It is impressive. You have to consider. Hold on, Alan Brasi. Hold on. You have to consider who they're going against. Katakuri is a commander going against Luffy, who is also a commander. Okay?
Right.
Marco was a commander going against admirals. I think that there is a clear distinction between commanders and admirals.
And you gotta take into account, right? That Yasakani no Magatama that Kizaru used, it was intended for Whitebeard, and Marco literally just took that shit and just kept on going. like it was nothing. He took that shit, kept on going, and then launched this nigga
Bro,
into a
Marco-
building.
I mean, we can go panel by panel,
Marco
but I'm
only
pretty sure they
fights-
just giga abused their devil fruit powers in every scenario possible where one of the Whitebeard pirates wasn't looking. Every
Bro,
time.
Marco
Akainu landed
Marco
the punch on
only-
Whitebeard. Blind shot. Blind shot on Diamond Josu. He was frozen, lost half his arm. Blind shot on Marco while he was running to Whitebeard. Got
Bro, we're not
shackled,
talking
got shot
about
twice.
we're not talking about how strong
That's
Admiral.
all the
like,
admirals did,
like,
though.
like, bro, you said that's all the admirals did.
I mean, that's most of the feats from the admirals we know of, right?
Bro,
Matt,
but the
can I
thing
go?
about
No.
came
A
out
feat,
unscathed.
no. Like that's not most of the feats that we know of. That's not most of the feats that we know
I
of.
mean, the supernova domination is very impressive. I give you that. I mean,
Wait,
that's.
Matt, can I go? Let me...
Yeah, go ahead.
I give you that
Here's the
100%.
Here's the thing. The admirals.
They're strong. They're strong.
No. Here's the thing. The admirals in Marineford were not going all out. The reason we know this for sure is because they have awakening. There's no one is gonna tell me that the admirals do not have awakening. Look at Thriller No wait. Look at Punk Hazard. Look what happens if two admirals fight.
Yeah, maybe they awakened awakening there.
Yeah, that's
what I'm thinking.
Come on. No. Also,
I mean, people have to hype Kuzan as well. I mean, you can't just go Akainu is the strongest in the world if there's a Kuzan that is like equal.
I'm saying they're both powerful. I'm talking about the admirals in general. The admirals did not go all out. Sengoku specifically said over and over, the Marineford is the center of the marine world. We cannot let this island get destroyed. Imagine if Akainu goes awakening. He's destroying most of the island. So the admirals were not going all out. The Marines
not only
were
destroying
not going all out.
Wallace to add on to that, not only destroying the island, but potentially hurting some of his comrades as well.
Exactly. The Marines were not going all out. If the Marines went all out in Marineford, the Whitebeard pirates are getting loaded. Easily. If Mihawk went all out, if Akainu went all out,
can't you use the awakening in a different way instead of just using a volcano in the middle of the?
No, the only way that we know of using an awakening, the only way that we know of using an awakening is that it affects the environment around you. So,
but
how
you can
else
control
is magma,
it, though, can't you?
How else is magma gonna interact with the world, like with the world, with the environment?
It's gonna burn everything up.
I mean,
I honestly don't think
it's literally gonna burn everything, bro. Some of the people were getting burned by the the hot water because of Akainu's fist just landing in it. So you're telling me that an awakening wouldn't hurt or wouldn't deal with some wouldn't pose a potential threat to some of his allies?
It would, but he used insane AoE in Marineford as well. Like he wasn't shy of destruction in Marineford.
No. He didn't use all his AoE though because he still has awakening. He also has other abilities and other techniques that he has. Just because he used AoE doesn't mean he used all of it. Akainu using 10% of his power. Let's just hypothetically bullshit. 10% of his power doesn't equate to what he could do at 100%. The admirals were not going all out. You can't say Akainu is getting one-shotted by Thunderbago. That makes no sense. No top tier is one-shotting another top tier.
But he got deleted out of the fight by Whitebeard in...
He didn't get... He got snuck, though. If Akainu was
that wasn't a snuck. It wasn't necessarily a snuck. I mean, he was snucking other people as well, so it's fair. It's fair. It's fair play.
You can't say that, though. If Akainu was...
It's this whole fight, like...
If Akainu was focused on Whitebeard, he's using Rio, or he's also countering and matching the attack. That's like
how strong do you think Whitebeard actually is in this exact moment when he punched him?
Marineford?
You said
in that exact moment when he punched him. How strong do you think he is compared to his prime?
He was
probably weaker than the Admirals there at that point, to be honest.
Whitebeard, I think, is weaker than all the Yonko, Mihawk, and Dragon. If you want to say
the percentage, I just want to know the percentage.
Oh,
what percentage was it? Was he like? What would you say?
Are you talking about like health wise?
Like his maximum Quake punch from Prime that he get maybe the one he did against Gold Roger in the flashback versus what he did against Akainu.
His Quake punch.
We can't even.
Bro, where is this going? Where is this going?
There's no way to say that. Determine.
No,
because
where is this going?
Because Prime Whitebeard is like a measurement for, or something similar to that is a measurement for a Yonko.
No, it's not. Whitebeard what Whitebeard and Roger
We're
were
stronger than every Yonko.
above everyone else.
Not that much though. I don't think it's that bad.
But it's not that much compared to Prime Kaido and Prime Shanks.
You see like this is how I see it, right? When I look at their clashes, like when you look at a basic Yonko clash, yeah, they split the sky. But when I seen Whitebeard and Roger, they literally blew they didn't even split the sky. They blew everything, like every cloud away. They blew everything in the vicinity away, and they weren't even touching.
I mean, yeah, they were crazy for sure.
So I feel like they like you can't like you know what I'm saying equate. You know,
Okay, then let's say
like
a little bit less. But I would argue he is at least like it's 50%. Like,
bro, I don't see how we're saying. Look, this
maybe
is
70.
This is what I don't understand. I don't understand, and I need to go back to this because you need to explain this to me. You gotta get me on board with this.
Okay.
How do you factor or how do you figure out that that if Kaido was in the position that Whitebeard was in, whenever he did that quake punch,
it was just hypothetical.
Well, okay, I understand the hypothetical, but like it has to make sense. It has to make some type of sense.
Okay.
So how do you equate like or that Akainu would be taken out of the battle if he got hit by a Thunder Bagua the same way that he got hit by a Quake Punch, when the only sample size that you have of a Thunder Bagua landing is on Odin from 20 years ago, which is which I'm not putting any stake into because that is going to be changed so much when it is actually animated.
But it just shows that Luffy got one shot. Luffy just took 99 punches from Katakuri.
Yeah, and those 99 punches don't have anything. Don't have anything on a Thunder Bagua at all.
Yeah, the Thunder Bagua is badass. That was just my example for Kaido's strongest possible attack that would come close to a Quake Punch.
But you said that Akainu would be taken out by it.
I mean, Akainu got taken out by Whitebeard punch.
No, he didn't.
By Whitebeard's punch.
He actually,
I mean, he did kind of. I mean,
he got downed by it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got downed by it. But then
it was a down. It was a down. Yeah, I would argue that Kaido would be a little bit stronger. I would argue that Kaido's thing would be even stronger than what Whitebeard did at that moment.
Okay, even if it's stronger, it's not taking.
And that would have maybe done the. I'm not saying it's gonna kill him, but it's gonna that's a lot of damage.
It's gonna hurt him, yeah, but it's not gonna take him out.
Yeah.
Let's say Kaido. If Kaido sneaks Akainu using the regular Thunder Bagua we've seen, not some hybrid form, it's the regular Thunder Bagua we've seen. It's doing a lot of damage.
He got home run his shit.
100% power, 100% power Kaido. Maybe there wasn't even 100% power against Luffy, I think. But
so you're saying hybrid form Kaido doing a
not hybrid form, just 100% base form.
Yeah, he's not knocking out Akainu. He's doing a lot of damage, but he's not knocking out Akainu.
But is it doing more damage than what Whitebeard did?
I guess
no.
That was my question. Question.
No, because here's the thing. Kaido, I think, is stronger than Marineford Whitebeard, but because of other stats. Whitebeard, in terms of power and destructive ability, is one of the highest in the series, but he has other categories of his ability where he is weaker compared to other people. So Kaido doesn't have the same power as Whitebeard, but he has other things that makes him stronger than Whitebeard. So no, I don't think his Thunder Bagua would be stronger than that Quake Punch.
You could argue that Quake Punch was like most of the remaining power that he had, too, because after that, you know what I'm saying, he went on to like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but Kaido could do the same thing. All of my power, blah blah blah. I'm just same circumstances, same. So everything is the same. I'm going to die. Kaido's last attack. I don't know. I think it's gonna do a little bit more than what Whitebeard did, and it would
hold on.
Do the trick.
We're going away from the main point, bro. Like we went way too far. Okay, listen. The way I see the Yonko versus the Admirals, right? This is how I group the Yonko. I think if we had to put it in terms like from a scale to 0 to 100, I think the Yonko range from 95 to 97, whereas the Admirals range from like, let's say 92 to 94. Like I feel like they're right behind the Yonko, but you know what I'm saying, they're not too far off. And I think Akainu and Aokiji could be arguably Yonko level.
I agree. I think Akainu Aokiji. I think the Fleet Admiral position is Yonko level, 100%. I think Akainu and Aokiji are taking any Yonko extreme diff. But I think let's say Yonko, like Kaido, I think Kaido would be Fuji high diff. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But I think Akainu and Aokiji should not be looked down upon. I think Akainu and Aokiji, you can argue, are top 5 in the verse.
I think Cole was right about one thing where he said, if an admiral fought Big Mom, yeah, she's turning that nigga into a homie.
Whoa, high diff though. It's not gonna be watch.
After
she
what?
beats this nigga, she gonna turn his ass to a homie.
If Big Mom fought what? Nigga, stop it. Church of Katakuri?
Big Mom against who?
It's high diff. It's high diff.
Hey, shut up, Cole, man.
Stop it.
It's
Church
high
of Katakuri, stop this shit. What the hell?
Yo, she turning this nigga into a homie.
Nigga, no, she's not.
All right, let me stop. But no, like, no, this is okay. Like, if, in my opinion, if you put Akainu against somebody like, Whitebeard, not Whitebeard, fuck, it wasn't Blackbeard. I honestly think Akainu's beating. I feel like people sleep way too heavily on the Admirals. I feel like they sleep way too heavily on Akainu and Aokiji. I feel like it's dumb just to sit there and say, like, I don't know what the fuck Cole was talking about when he said 3 Admirals are losing. Nah, that's fucking cap. I don't know what he was talking about with that. Like, but
what we see on Onigashima right now on this guy. I mean, these moves, they're like.
Damn, that shit just punched me in my chest.
Never seen something
nigga.
like that in One Piece.
Shit, I feel like fucking
like
Whitebeard. God damn. Shit, call that strain Akainu, nigga. Call that shit Hellhound. God damn.
This nigga get zooted on stream. That's crazy.
Bro, that shit just punched me.
Take his ass out.
So let's stop this.
Actually, perfect timing. I'm smoking as well.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, go ahead.
I want to ask another question for y'all. What do y'all think is going to happen on Elbaf?
I feel like, I mean, I know like Matt believes that Big Mom is getting taken out this arc or something like that. But I feel like she's going to Elbaf. I feel like that's.
I hate you,
because it
just. I hate you.
I don't want her. We don't want her.
I hate you,
bro.
niggas,
Bro, promise me, I do not want to see Big Mom after this arc. But it's just like there's so much stuff with Elbaf like connected to her. Like I don't see how she just like ends off without, you know what I'm saying? Like
she just killed a bunch of kids there. That's all she did there. She doesn't even remember anything from Elbaf. She killed a bunch of giant. I mean,
think about this, right?
I don't want to see her again.
One of the giants, right? One of the people who actually saw her, like, you know what I'm saying, devour some kids in Caramel was it was a giant named what's her name? Girth. Yeah. She saw it and she's on Elbaf right now. Yeah, that's a weird name, bro. Girth, like, come on, son. Like, what is order on?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so, like, I feel like her figuring out like what happened, like her actually finding out what happened to those kids, seeing somebody who, like, you know, saying from her childhood, and she's like, oh, where are the others and shit like that, and then she tells her the truth. I feel like that completes Big Mom's whole little arc. That completes Big Mom's story and shit like that. And, you know, having somebody like Luffy finally 1v1 a Yonko, you know what I'm saying, to solidify like, you know what I'm saying, his power as, you know what I'm saying, a Yonko himself, like just 1v1ing Big Mom, defeating her in front of like the country that she terrorized. I feel like that's a fitting end for her.
Yeah, I see that, but I have a question that ties in really well right now. Do you know the theory about the CP0 guys? Like we have the three CP0 guys.
You mean what Joy Boy said?
Right or Matt's theory? You mean Matt's
theory?
Yeah.
No. I'm saying no. Like I'm saying like
it's not a theory. It's pretty much confirmed already. The two CP0 guys are kids from the wedding cake.
Hey guys,
bro, do you watch my videos?
No. I know it's your video. I'm saying what? Like I thought he was
already. I mean,
I'm saying like what Joy Boy like the video that Joy Boy just like, you know what I'm saying, like he just posted I think like a month or two ago. That's what I thought he was referring to. Like, cause
he was saying that, but he got it from Reddit.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like, but he added something into it. Like what the fuck was it? It was something about the kids.
Weird that wasn't true. Yeah,
bro, like y'all niggas are really gonna do this in front of me, bro. Like, nigga.
No, bro, no.
Let me go. Stop. So my nigga Matt made a video
about CP0 and Big Mom. Turns out those kids, CP0 is probably the kids from Big Mom. You're actually Matt. You made a theory. Probably explaining that.
Appreciate you, Wallace. Appreciate you, my boy. But yeah, bro, look. This is all. This is all it is, right? I'm gonna just keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it very simple and why, like, what originally got me thinking about this in the first place. So, with CP0 being in Wano, at first, like, whenever we saw them talking to Orochi, I was just like, okay, they haven't left, or they did leave and they're gonna come back. And Orochi is gonna be the one that calls them in. Okay, so I'm thinking, what does CP0 want? Maybe CP0 wants or knows that Wano has some type of ties to the Void Century, and they're trying to get somebody inside. And maybe they've been trying to get someone inside. Well, we know this. We know that they've been trying to get inside Wano.
It's the weapon trading, right?
Huh?
They were trading. Weren't they making the deals for the weapon trading for the world government? Like that was the whole part of the illegal deal they had with Wano and Kaido. That was Kaido was selling weapons to the world government.
Right, but I'm talking about before. I'm talking about with Ryuma. Ryuma was literally protecting Wano from the outside world, the world government, so on and so forth. So, then I was just like, just let me see what else could tie into it. And I think too, Yonko are going down this arc, but I don't think that Big Mom has to necessarily be beat into submission to be defeated this arc, or for her to lose her Yonko position.
Yeah.
So if she's captured by the two different by one of the two authoritarian figures that are coming here, the world government and CP0 or the Marines and Sword, then
they're not coming though.
You said who's not coming?
I don't think anyone's coming. I think all the
You're
maybe
capping.
a little party.
You're capping, bro.
I mean, there's no time. There's no time.
What do you
for
mean
the war?
there's no
you
time?
think for the war? Because nobody knows that the Straw has just attacked and the war's going to be over in like 8 hours.
We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that.
Doesn't CP0 know that though?
No, hang on.
No, CP0 didn't know that the war's going to. They just know that the war starts right now. But is 8 hours enough for reinforcement to arrive?
Bro, we'll get back to that. Maybe. That doesn't matter because there's like you're ignoring like things that are given to you in the series to tell you how they know. But we'll get back to that. So, all it is that the kids, there's two kids that were part of the House of the Lambs. Now, I just wondered what happened to the rest of the House of the Lambs because I didn't think that Big Mom ate all of the kids. I think it was only like made us to think that she ate all of them. But I only think that she ate Mother Caramel. So
at least Mother Caramel for sure.
And the way that I'm thinking about this as well is if Big Mom was, I think it's safe to say that Big Mom was the strongest, child that Mother Caramel came across. I think Mother Caramel even said that. So that just got me thinking about, okay, well, what's the middle ground? What's the person that's like right underneath Big Mom? What's the person that's right underneath that person? So those two little kids popped up, and then that's what it is. Just CP0 or those kids possibly having a grudge against Big Mom. And then them just trying to capture her for their own use. Because if they wanted Big Mom when she was a kid, she was in a regular figure. Why wouldn't they want her now? And she also has an insane devil fruit. So
because they can't control her anymore.
You said what?
I mean, I don't think that CP0 wants her now, because I don't think they believe that it's even possible to turn her.
Oh right. Okay. That's the final point. That's the thing that I'm forgetting the most. So the amnesia plotline was introduced, and it has not been resolved yet.
It's gonna be her defeat for sure, and these two CP0 agents are gonna have a role in that for sure.
But listen, Luffy is gonna beat her stupid, so that she's permanently trapped in the Olin. And then once again, how CP0 comes back into play is because that's the Big Mom that they remember.
Yeah, so Big
They
Mom.
remember the Yonko Big Mom, I would assume.
No. So once Big Mom turns back into her childish state and she sees the CP0 guys, they're gonna look familiar to the ones when they were younger. So she'll be more inclined to listen to them.
Right.
And then so they'll just basically direct her and basically.
So that's a hard counter, essentially. Yeah, that's a hard counter against Big Mom, her childhood.
So they'll be able to control her. They'll be able to tell her what to do, or they'll be able to use her however they want to. And that's the thing.
She's gonna see them, and then she's gonna be confronted with that moment again, and then she's gonna flip. It's probably when CP0 is gonna actually fight and go to the rooftop or whatever, like late into the battle. I mean, when they are making their moves, so that's when Big Mom is gonna see them, and then maybe she's remembering.
You know, I don't know. Like, I think, to be honest, I think Big Mom, like at a certain point in the story, I think Big Mom's just going to find, she's gonna get the poneglyphs. She's gonna betray Kaido, because I feel like that's exactly what she did against Rocks. I feel like she's the one who betrayed Rocks. It's like Kaido was like, "Oh, you can never trust pirate alliances. They'll always betray you and stuff like that." And then like she was like asking about the poneglyphs, and he's like, "It's a little too early to be showing your true colors." And I feel like that was just too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was too much build up for, like, you know what I'm saying?
She has a plan. She
exactly.
She has a plan for sure.
I feel like she's going to I feel like she really wants to like take Kaido out, because I feel like at this point, if you actually think about it, like the main person,
she's gonna turn. Yeah, when she sees Luffy beating him, she's gonna turn.
I feel like her whole purpose was always to take Kaido out, like because I feel like, one, she needed to redeem herself with, like, you know what I'm saying, being the one to take out Luffy. Two, she wanted to get somebody else out of her way, because I feel like the only person like in this world that maybe like Big Mom is not too confident on beating is maybe Kaido, because I feel like she knows that Shanks is not, like, you know, he doesn't have any ambition to be the king of the pirates. She doesn't like think much of Blackbeard, because he waits, you know what I'm saying, for shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't actually actively go out. He waits for the shit to happen for the right moment. And I feel like that's why she's like probably brushing him aside. So she wants to take out the main person standing in her way to be Pirate King, and that's Kaido. So she wants to take out Kaido, like, you know what I'm saying? She wants to kill him, take his poneglyphs, and she's going to flee. She's not going to be able to kill Luffy after, you know what I'm saying, Kaido goes down, because of the fact that the Marines are going to be like there. And I feel like the last thing I want to say about this is about the island floating. I don't think it's going to be anybody on Onigashima right now who's going to stop it. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like they're going to be fighting, and once Kaido goes down and shit like that, the island is going to start to drop, and right when it's right before it hits, you know, Fujitora is going to be the one to stop it with his gravity blade.
I think Momonosuke is going to stop it.
And then like when that happens, when Fujitora steps in and he's like, you know what I'm saying, Big Mom sees, like, you know, CP0, you know what I'm saying, Fujitora, and then she's like, you know, there's no point in me staying here, and she just kind of dips out before she gets involved in shit. And maybe that's when, like, you know what I'm saying, she loses her prestige as a Yonko, because then the newspaper might like write some lies and say, oh, she fled from the world government, you know, due to the world government's power or some shit like that. Kaido got defeated, their alliance got defeated, and she fled from the government or something like that. Like, I feel like that's what's going to happen. And then after she already lost her title, and in Elbaf, she's going to lose everything by being defeated once and for all.
I don't know about the rest, but I agree with Matt that Momo is going to carry Wano. Yeah. I think the same way Odin carried the Scabbards, Momo's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, I think Momo's going
to... Bro, how though? Like,
what do you mean,
like,
how?
I understand that, like, the dragon cloud of flame and stuff like that, but like, first, well, he can't even control it well, and like on top of that, he's just a little kid.
That's where growth comes in, though.
Yeah.
You said growth?
Yeah.
So you think an 8-year-old kid is going to grow to the point where he can hold an island up?
Bro, it was stated that dragons have this ability. All dragons do. I don't think that it was on accident that Yamato, once again, right? Like, I just look at, I'm just looking at the context behind it, the intent, okay? So, other people were affected by the island shaking, yes? By the island rising up, right?
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the only people who we, or when we get the explanation of what happened or how it happened, The people that we go to are Yamato and Momonosuke. One who is confirmed to be a dragon and one who you speculate is a dragon. Or who we all speculate is a dragon. And then also, the thing that is most important in all of this is that Yamato does not know that Momo is a dragon.
Yes.
At all.
I mean, we all know that the plot is going to go in this direction, but it's still kind of unplausible to me that he's gonna. I mean, I just wonder how he's gonna do it. It's not gonna be just like I'm gonna lift it.
This is my
He's
scenario.
gonna lift it like Odin, maybe. That's gonna be.
This is my scenario right here. This is my scenario right here for you. And y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what you think about this. So let's say that Momonosuke realizes, okay, the island is falling. Blah 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 blah. He flies from the island, from Onigashima, to warn people in Wano first. Okay? So he's warning the people, but he realizes he's not, like, that's not doing enough. I think Momonosuke is going to have a showing where he shows Wano that he is matured enough through the influence of Luffy, so on and so forth. Like, Momonosuke is a main character as well right now for, like I look at Momonosuke in the way that I look at a Vivi. Okay, so then he realizes that he won't be able to do anything with his power right now, like in his human form. And that's what prompts him to transform. That's what prompts him to activate his ability.
You see, okay, like I hear what you're saying, and like that actually sounds, you know what I'm saying, that actually sounds pretty cool, but it's like it's just like he's 8 years old, like he's too small. Yeah. Like, okay, I can see, this is what I can see. I can see everything that you said happening, like it plans out just like that. But I can see him like underneath the like island trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, keep it afloat, right? And then Fujitora comes with his gravity blade, holds it up. But the people of the Wano, they don't know that it's, like, you know what I'm saying, Fuji. They think it's, you know, Momo, like the pink dragon there holding it up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in the eyes of everybody, you know what I'm saying, they basically like look at Momo as their savior. You feel me?
Bro, I think that, like, y'all are like confusing this though, and like looking at the feet, right? Like, because it's crazy, like somebody picking up an island, but it's like it's not a matter of strength or like strength or feet. Yeah, it's a technique. It's like it's not it's not.
But you have to work against someone else's technique.
But Kaido at that point should be done.
No.
Kaido at that point should be done.
I was looking at, like, I wasn't like thinking about the strength itself. I was more so looking at the size of the clouds that Momo was creating, and I feel like the size of the clouds are relative to his age, and, like, you know what I'm saying, how big he is, like, as a dragon. I feel like the bigger you grow as a dragon, the larger your flame clouds grow. So, like, him as a, like, you know, little dragon, like, his flame clouds were just big enough for him to grab onto with his hands. Like, and I just feel like those flame clouds, they're way too small to be holding up an entire island. Like, I just feel like
I'm just interested how Oda's gonna pull it off in the end. That's like, he's gonna find a way for Momo to shine for sure in that moment with the clouds. 100%.
The Momo wasn't given the fruit for no
But I don't know if
reason.
he's gonna do it alone.
Yes, Momo wasn't given the fruit for no reason. This is a fruit clearly replicated based off of Kaido's fruit. And it's a fruit that Vegapunk, and it was a fruit that Vegapunk created.
But okay, like that goes back into like a theory that I heard. I think it might have been Joy Boy's theory, where I think it was like the tale of like Momo. Like it was this weird tale where it's like one dragon was bad, the other dragon was evil, and like, you know, like Momonosuke could represent the good dragon, like, you know what I'm saying, like following the lore, you know what I'm saying, all around like you know the Japanese mythology and whatnot. I feel like the reason why he was given that fruit is to be like in the eyes of the people of Wano, he's also considered a god, but he's also considered like the good version of, like, you know, the god. Because Kaido is a dragon, they see him as a god, but they see him, like, you know what I'm saying, as like kind of like a tyrant or like a dictator. But Momonosuke, it would be considered a god, but like actually the opposite, you know what I'm saying, of Kaido.
I'm just interested in what Kaido's gonna say when he sees Momo.
He gonna boggle that nigga off the roof. That's what he gonna do.
You think so?
Let me stop.
I think Kaido's gonna be intrigued in another dragon.
Yeah, he might actually be shocked that somebody else besides him has that fruit. I mean, I don't know. I feel like
I think
Dragon's
it's there for that reason. I mean, it's not only the holding the island up, which is nice, but also just for like the confrontation with like that's the differences between him and like Kaido has a daughter that wants to be Odin and all these
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
similarities to Oda and Kaido and Momo and Yamato.
Hey,
but to be honest, yeah, go ahead, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and end this, man. I was only trying to stream for like 2 hours, but you know it was cool. People donated and shit. Shouts out, bro. Island. Shouts out to you, bro. Shouts out to you, Brosy, for donating. I appreciate you, bro.
Have a great day, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Appreciate you, Wallace. Appreciate you, bro. Mark. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all coming through.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Vibin.
These streams are nice, actually. I mean, it's a nice discussion.
What is this? The dojo you said?
Yeah, it's the dojo.
Hey, we lit.
Yeah, it's the dojo. That's what I guess. Like that's just that's what the clan is called. That's what if you fuck with the Bensei, then you part of the dojo, man. So
hey, that's kind of clean.
That's what we doing.
That's clean as fuck.
But yeah, man, I'ma holler at y'all niggas, bro. Y'all stay up.
Yo, be easy.
Take care, man. Bye bye.
Yeah, be easy, man. Be easy. Appreciate y'all.
Stay safe.
Let's see here.